Okie dokie. So, it looks like we're working. Test, test. Test, test. Yep. It's all working. It's all doing well. Yes, it is. Do 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 do. All right, give me a second, guys. I have to do a couple things real quick. All right. So today, I don't remember reporting anything. Anyway, uh, today we are going to play some Ghost Recon Wildlands. We're almost done with the game. I am really sorry about being super late today. I was gonna be on here earlier in the afternoon, but I had some business to attend to. So I wasn't here. Um, I suppose we could talk about it, but let's play some of the game first. I don't want drama and stupidity to be the focus of my channel. Hey D Chat, how you doing, bro? But I suppose we could talk about it a little bit in a few minutes once we're not really doing much in the game or something. Um, but yeah, I was occupied today. I had some things that I had to take care of. A number of things, to be honest. But one thing took longer than the rest because it was a lot of more or less data collection and archiving and pulling up old stuff that I haven't looked at in forever. It's been a while. Nothing bad, I promise. Although the things it involves, somebody's going to prison. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, what we're going to do here is we're going to get back into the game. We have Montuyoc, which I was debating if I wanted to swap my plans and just do Media Luna. And I'm so sorry. I just had a can of half tea, half lemonade Arizona, and it is really good. But anyway, we're going to do Montuyoc. I think we'll just stick to the plan. Let's see. So what we'll do is go to Pucara Delta, and we'll go to Montuyoc. Montuyoc isn't that hard of a region. It's actually pretty mild. It's just we're almost done. We are going to stream twice today, at least. We're going to do this stream, then we're going to do one more stream after that, and then we will be done with Ghost Recon Wildlands today. Today is the last day of Ghost Recon Wildlands. Let's see if we can get the 10 likes. Sub if you're new. Let's have some positive vibes.
Nomad, you'll want to hear this. The activity found a message for you on one of Santa Blanca's websites.
A message for us?
There aren't any other 4 Americans causing trouble for Sueño. He says he wants to talk. He's acting like he'll negotiate, sing Kumbaya and hug it out.
The meeting's bait, but it could also be a chance to draw Sueño out.
Sure. It's also a chance to get yourself killed. There's nothing to stop this from becoming a two-way shooting gallery.
Send us the info. If he wants to throw lead, we can throw lead.
I don't think you understand. This is a bad idea.
Bowman, I understand. Send us the info and we'll decide.
Fine. Do what you want. Bowman out.
I'm going to know for the record that that has no effect on the story whatsoever. El Sueño's proposition, reach the RV. Yeah, we're going to pass on that. I don't feel like talking to El Sueño until it's time to put a bullet in his face once and for all. And let's be honest here. I'm not going to tell you why, but GTA 6 taking place in Florida is absolutely going to have to be on our list for later. I'll explain next episode for sure. But for now, let's go to Montuyoc and raise absolute hell for the cartel. One more time. This is the last guy. Well, no, it's not the last guy. We gotta get... Who do we have to get? Did we get all the ones that sucked? Nope. El Plaga still remains. He does... No, actually, Muro sucks. He is ass. I don't remember the last time we've done this. Look, I'll tell you this much. Every single head is somebody who's an extraction. I know. Spoilers, man. We can't go shoot them in the face. Well, unless they pull, where was it? Unless they pull an El Popo where they just never go into the helicopter despite the mission being over, then yeah, blow their head off. But unfortunately, with these three guys, El Yayo, Cardinal, and El Muro, it's all extraction. But from what I've read online, and I don't even remember the last time I did it, it's been that long, I guess. El Muro apparently sucks, although I don't remember that. The way people describe it online, I've never had that experience, and it's like anal rape from a gorilla. It's terrible. So apparently it's really bad, but I don't recall that ever. But he sucks. This one's actually not bad. El Yayo, I don't remember either. Like, how long has it been since I finished a playthrough? Like, I play this game for like every channel I've ever had, and it's the only game I played the most. Like, hundreds of. Hold on, let me go to my PlayStation account here. I'm gonna go to this home screen. 1,266 hours. That's insane. That is insane. And I don't remember the last time I dealt with El Yayo. I just know he's an extraction. I think she's an extraction because they don't like you shooting women unless it's Mama Coca. So La Plug, I think you blow his brains out. I don't remember. But La Plug is not that bad. El Pulpo was annoying, though. Well, let's look at the list here. If we do this, we knock out this guy, then we knock out this guy. That's this episode. Next episode, we'll get him, her, clear all the collectibles, and then put a cap directly in this guy's ass. Hopefully somebody doesn't screw us over with something like immunity or some crap. You know how it goes on in real life. In real life, it's always like, we want to try to keep them alive for informants. I'll be pissed if they pull a Far Cry 6 here. But before we do that, let me get a glass of milk. Bought a gallon of milk today, okay? So I might as well take a big swig. Why milk? Because it does the body good. Got milk, but also because supervillains drink this shit. I encourage you. No, I invite you. I implore you to name one time you've seen someone drink milk that wasn't Homelander or some kind of supervillain. Go ahead. Take your time. It's going to be a minute. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going on my supervillain vibes here, I guess. I don't know. So, let's see. Oh, my God. That fucked with my throat. So, yeah, Montuyoc it is. We just got to cross the border now. Oh, there's that godforsaken lake. Let's see. This way. How's everybody doing today? Is this seriously just D-Chat? People tune in later. 1989M was asking me earlier in the comment section of my other channel, are you going to go live today? I'm like, yeah. I should have told him what channel, but he subbed to both. He'll figure it out, right? Real gamers drink milk. Oh, 100%. I like milk. It's good. Plus, it calms my acid reflux, so why not drink milk, right? Let's see. So, oh my God, hold on. I'm okay. It's just I swigged that too hard, I guess. We're in Montuyoc now, aren't we? There's no train coming, I guess. Oh, I guess this is snow.
Bowman, this is Nomad. We're boots down in Montuyoc. What have you got for us?
Montuyoc is Santa Blanca's primary training ground. They've got a number of military-style training camps in the province and bring in recruits from all over South America. El Muro is spending big money to bring people in with special forces background to train cartel recruits. The senior instructor is rumored to be former U.S. military, but we don't know much more than that. I need you to gather intel on the cartel's training ops and get me an ID on the senior instructor.
Solid copy, Bowman. We'll get on it.
Let's see. Wow. We opened up all that just by walking across the field. Let's go to Montuyoc Bravo. So, So the next 40 minutes, we're going to be collecting collectibles. That's what we always do. If you're not aware, it's how we do it. This is how we do it. Uh, I love this channel. This channel's fun. My other channel, my main channel, mm, I don't really know if I want to promote my main channel, but for a few minutes, I'll tell you guys about it. My main channel is mostly talking smack to wackos on the internet who don't deserve to be on the internet because they're just scum. And I spend a great deal of time... Hold on. What am I thinking? I spend a great deal of time dealing with... The only way I can put it is punk-ass bitches.
The drone is up.
And I have been taking tabs, collecting names, and exposing people who've proven to be real predatory scumbags. And that has gained a lot of problematic issues because when you expose predators, especially ones who are militant or highly aggressive or work together doing terrible things, you tend to have to deal with a lot of BS. So here's the short version of what my main channel is. I exposed a large number of predators. A large number of them. And they sought it fit to drag my name through the mud with slander and defamation. That's generally what my main channel is dealing with that. It doesn't sound like very much fun, does it? But that is what it is. And I have to accept that. That for the rest of my life, no matter how right I am about these sickos doing what they're doing, I'm going to have to deal with that slander and defamation. This morning, I decided to finally do the one thing I've never done, and that is to completely dismantle their operation. Playing Ghost Recon on this channel kind of gave me that idea. But you can't just dismantle their operation by talking shit on the internet. It doesn't work that way. So I have decided to... How do I want to put this? Do I even want to say it? Because remember, they're never going to believe me. They're never going to... Well, I mean, these people don't have to believe me. They're the guilty party, right? They don't think that I'm able to do anything about it. They think they're untouchable. And so what I am effectively doing is creating... well, you all may have heard of the Epstein list. Most of you probably have. If you haven't, consider yourself lucky. It's big news, but it's also horrific to even hear about. Basically, there's a massive group of predators within Hollywood, the music industry, and most of the politicians who operate our countries. It's pretty disturbing that there's a bunch of child predators running the world and running the media. It's horrible. Well, I'm compiling an Epstein list for YouTube. I mean, that's the metaphor, right? They're not really attached to Epstein. They're just doing the exact same things in far more horrific ways. And so I figure, collect a list of names, then get a giant archive of data linking those names to criminal behavior. And after a point, we'll have so much evidence that the world will not be able to ignore this anymore. And that's what I was doing this morning. That's why I wasn't on here. Because to go on there, I don't want your mention tag. Anyone can change their name, and the channel can change too. But remember, if you're documenting it in, let's say, Microsoft Word, where you have the share link, when you click on the blue line with the letters on it, it takes you to a link. Well, in order to do that, a mention link won't be there if they change their name. So I'm having to go through every single channel we've ever archived and get the actual channel ID. Because that's how the FBI IP traces you when you're a criminal scumbag. That's how cybercrimes deals with people, is they need to have a general link that takes them to a specific location, not something that can be masked over time. So I had to go and get every single channel ID, and it was like a list of like 300, 400, 500 names, something like that. Then I had to start opening up old folders and old places online that I kept data and information and proof and stuff. Like, there's so much. So I'm going to have to basically document and put all this into a certain order, link it directly to certain accounts, everything. In order to link this all to certain accounts and everything, You're talking hundreds of hours potentially that are going to have to be put into this. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's not going to be something I do overnight. This is like hundreds of thousands of screenshots, hundreds, possibly even thousands of YouTube channels, and it's also being recorded in real time because these people are still doing it on my main channel to this day, and there's new channels popping up all the time. Are they all hundreds of thousands of different people? I don't know. I just know that there's thousands of accounts being used like this. So I'm nowhere near done, and the names and links to channels that I've already gotten is nothing compared to what else I have to get. I have to go to several other places to get the rest, and we're basically creating a quote-unquote Epstein list, the YouTube Epstein list, if you will. I'm not going to count every predator on YouTube, just the ones I know that are tied to what's happened to me. This is not a narcissism thing. It's not about being selfish. I just think that if I'm going to do this the right way, I have to go off my personal experience with what's happened. That means threats that have been directed at me, things that have actually happened to me. Now, if these people target other people along the way, I can include that information and data, but it's only going to matter if I'm the one reporting what has happened to me or what people have done to me or what they've done while associated to the situation that's happened to me. So that's why I was busy this morning. That's why I didn't come on your stream earlier. That's why I'm late. I'm okay. I'm not in a bad mood or anything. It was actually enlightening. But then I also found out that a certain trans predator from Lansing, Michigan is back. Because I'm going to pause for a second because this is a tough one to bring out, and I'm probably going to make it for a short for my main channel. I don't want to have to deal with all the distractions of all the game I'm doing either. So there was a channel that popped up on my main channel's live chat a few days ago, and I thought nothing of it. I'm not going to give them a shout out here because at this point, I don't need to give this built attention. This channel, positive vibes only, right? But I am talking about what I'm doing the off time, so this point it's not really a bad thing. But whatever, I'm not going to explain myself. This channel was very specific. I thought nothing of it because it looked like every other account. But then I was doing the archiving of names, and remember that I have hundreds, possibly thousands of accounts bookmarked on my Explorer. You know when you go on the Internet Explorer and you have the ability to bookmark a website? Well, I had bookmarked channel IDs dating back 2022. Like, I think some of them are as far back as May 2022. Because that's when the harassment actually began. That's when I exposed a predator, and then everybody started retaliating because they didn't want anybody to know. The attempts to bury this have been unbelievably through the roof. It's so insane. And this channel that was on my account a few days ago, because I have a very good memory, and we did screenshot the chats. Well, it turns out that channel used to have a different name. We Like Fort Knife. Now, I can say that name because that name is no longer there because they changed it. And We Like Fort Knife was April 23, the original Predator. I'm not using any names beyond that. This channel's not for that. But that means my original stalker. She had been stalking and harassing me since 2019. I didn't find out till 2022 what she was. And I found out that her old accounts are all active now. Because then I see this one, I'm like, I wonder if the rest are. And they all have changed names. Some of them kept the profile picture, though. See, the bookmark will tell me what the channel name was. Because that's what the website was listed as. If you were to bookmark this, if you were to go to my main channel page and bookmark it, what it would say for your bookmark is Echelon Prime Gaming. Well, hers was specifically the old names. But then you go to actually look at them, and there's something new now. And all of them have been in my chats recently, including another person that we know for a fact was tied to it. That person we'll just call Elmo. They were on this channel last week. And so I started thinking to myself, why is she back? What's the relevance? And I couldn't figure it out. But what we do know is she's back. And so I'm going to have to deal with some hell because apparently not only are the large predator group that's been harassing me for consistently for 2 years. Been here, but now she's also there too, along with all of her diddler supporters, I guess the way to put it. And that's what I'm doing on my main channel. So if you want to go watch me kick the living shit out of a pedophile group, along with enough chaos to spark a internet war like unlike anything you've ever seen, go to my main channel. Because right now, sure, they say they're winning. They say that I have no way to stop them from what they do. There's no way anyone's ever going to care about what I say. You say that now, but I just dropped a giant list of names on my community post on my other channel. What these people don't realize, and I've already told them to their faces, because one of them showed up and screenshotted it, because they don't want to share my stuff. They want to screenshot it so you never can actually find me, right? He was like, "Oh, what's this list of names going to prove? This is nothing." You're right. This is just a list of names. What is tied to all those names comes next. And I said I would start dropping things every day. I have kept my promise. Right now, not every day is meant to be damning. Some things are just to edge you for what comes next. And I have a lot of people that come to this channel as well. A lot of those people are those same sickos, because they want to surveillance me, to monitor everything I do, because they don't want to ever allow anything to ever get out of what they've done. The gatekeeping has been very real, and I don't really know what to do with that, except to assume absolute guilt. You wouldn't gatekeep somebody for this long unless you had some reason to fear what they might do. I mean, there's predators all over the internet. You want to call me a predator? Why don't you go gatekeep the rest as well? Why is it only me? Because they call me a predator because they're lying. They know it. They're only saying that to make people hate me, because let's be honest here, what they've done is they were predators. They're gatekeeping. They don't want me to get out. They don't want me to grow an audience. At this point, I don't really care. We're gaining one. Look at my chat. If you become a member of our audience, you get a blue wrench. You know why? Because that means you're one of our community. If you don't, you haven't earned the trust yet. It takes time. But what is wild to me is that they actually think the list of names is the big deal. No, every name on that list has done something disgusting. Every name on that list has condoned something disgusting. Every single name on that list has assisted in helping somebody who is disgusting. And when I say disgusting, I mean the victimization and exploitation of children. Yes, I'm a nobody right now. But the further and further I push this out there, which is very, very easy to do, the more and more you will not be able to stop that fact. And then, well, you're going to watch a lot of people crash and burn. A lot of people who are entitled, a lot of people who come off as male Karens, a lot of people who have been participating in threatening children with sexual assault. Croag is on that list, because his main channel has been, and always has been, is still active. And yet we have not only audio confessions, but also screenshots. That's one guy. Point is, I've been very busy, and for the next few days, and the coming days and months, on the main channel, there's going to be a lot of crazy shit coming out. And I'm expecting violent and angry retaliation. They think they're untouchable. Well, just like the cartel in Recon Wildlands, you have no idea what I'm capable of as just one guy. So, yeah, if you're really curious about my main channel, there it is. I might link it, I might not. But for right now, that's why I wasn't here this morning. That's why sometimes I'm not around. That's why there's certain days of the week I don't stream. And let's be honest here, there will be no mercy. And that's all that matters. So let's get back to the game, though. This is a positive vibe day, right? I don't need to explain myself beyond that. You guys all now know what I've been up to. If you guys are mad about that, what does that say about you, right? But anyway, we're going to take a walk and a hike from this point on. Let's see. Guess who's back? We're about to fight the demon that started all. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna pause again. You have no idea what you've done, D-Chat. What are the rules? Does anyone know the rules of a trilogy? Let me tell you as all secret. This war with this trans predator, with this April 23, began 3 channels ago. From 2019 to 2021, I was on a channel called Varus Reality. It also had the nickname Tips TV. And I was a GTA YouTuber who finally was gaining some traction on the internet. And someone walked into my life that was a hyper obsessed, bipolar, schizophrenic freak. I'm not saying that'd be mean. That is the only way to describe her at best. And yes, with the data collection that we have, faces and names of real people will be being leaked. Because, well, these people have doxed and terrorized families. I figure it's only fair we do the same in return. So April's face and name will be public before very long, in a way that there's nothing she can do about it. Because she's back. Well, from 2021 to 2022, from 2019 to 2021, I was on that channel, and that's where I met her. And she tried to push me to ending my life because I wouldn't be her simp. From 2021 to 2024, I had a second channel, 1,125 subs, gained more growth than the channel before that. That is when Johnny Varus came into the picture. I'm not going to explain what that is right now. If you want to know, you can either go to my main channel. We'll link it at some point, or somebody else can link if they want to. I don't care if my mods link it at this point. But if you want to know who he is on this channel, it's going to take some time. Because right now it's really involved. And it is not normal. But whatever. Johnny Varus came into the picture, and then that's also the channel we found out April 23 was a pedophile. And then that channel I gave up this time because they were targeting my family. It's because we met there online. April said she wanted to build a simp army, and then she wound up actually having one, which, to be fair, I didn't think she was being serious. She was dead serious. She had an army of simps that would do anything to protect her and what she was doing to kids. I'm not going into every name right now, but April 23 is a predator who has her own personal army of people who will bury anything that is said about her with slander, doxing, and threats. They have targeted my family, my friends, everything. So that was the second channel. Well, guess what? We're on the third channel. So this really does qualify as a trilogy, does it not? But in the rules of a trilogy, does anyone know what the rules of a trilogy are? Well, the first rule is the killer is superhuman. You can't kill them by normal means. Shooting him and stabbing him is not an option. And to be fair, if I were to go and shoot Ashley Johnson right in the fucking face, I would go to prison. I would lose. Might even die myself. You can't kill the bad guy this way. You have to find alternate means to deal with this problem. What's the second rule? Does anyone know the second rule? Anyone at all? Main character can die. Means I can die. If I go to jail, that's the same thing. If I get banned from YouTube, I got ban evasion problems. I can never come back. Main character can die. This means you, Tibbs. It's true. And finally, what is the third and final rule of a trilogy? And it's proven true because she's back. The past is not at rest. It's going to come back to haunt you. You will need to face your past. I just got fucking chills, by the way, saying that, because it's true. My original tormentor, who's the one who started everything, is back. I know she's back. She can try to hide it all she wants. I know she's back. That means I had no idea the other day I was talking to her again. Because I thought it was just another troll. It's not. It was her. Well, there's something else. According to Johnny Varus, who you will all meet in time, I'm sure, when evil presents itself and Varus responds, a process begins. It's like an addiction. They cannot get enough. They need to interact with you now because it's like a craving that they can never fulfill. They can never actually satisfy that craving. She has interacted with Johnny Veras because the last time I checked, I didn't stream the other day. He did. Which means she's already hooked and she will be back. I do not know if she'll use her other accounts that we bookmarked or if she'll start new ones. Maybe she'll reveal who she is before long. All I know is this does not stop till she finally snaps. Because mind you, the other ones already have. So, we're going to play a game. The game is called How Long Can You Bury What I Have to Say Before It's Too Late? Because I have more dirt, more screenshots, more audio recordings, everything is tied directly to their names. I also have real names, real faces, private addresses, and everything, which will all, and I hate to say this, will be leaked to the public. Because if the police and the FBI don't want to do their job and stop this criminal, monstrous online behavior, then just like taking out the cartel in Recon Wildlands, we're going to take out a predator organization, a bullying organization, and I'm going to have a good time watching it all burn to the ground. You should never have fucked with my version of Ricky Sandoval if you think about it. In April, if you really are here and you are deciding to be sticking around this time, I'm going to make sure you go down to hell this time. That is a fucking promise. Because you led to the destruction of the things that I love the most. You know why she's back though, right? Probably because that kid didn't want to be around her anymore. Because she grew up. When the kid grows up, well then, it's not going to work anymore for the predator, is it? She's back. For a reason. And I'm going to make sure she burns this time. But that all sounds like morbid, negative shit. We're not going to focus on that. But, just so it's said, Ashley, Ann, Johnson, you have your army. And we have ours. I'll see you at the ball, bitch. All right, so let's get back to the game. I could talk about that all day long. It is a very long, interesting subject, but this is not the channel for that. But, you know, if you want to ask questions or if my mods want to know certain details, my mods can ask. The rest of you, if you're not wearing a blue wrench, shut the fuck up about it. Keep it positive. So, let's play this game. We're going to knock this game out. We're going to finish this game. Got Resident Evil 2 Remake after that. And then we're going to have a good time. And then, you know, I'll keep you posted on what's going on over there. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed of this shit. I'm just going to deal with my tormentors once and for all. Because remember, only one person can last longer than the other. That's just the way the world works. You guys know that to be true, right? It's literally a game of King of the Hill. Who can stay on top the longest? It's also, what would that game... What kind of game would that be? Because, you know, the human brain cannot stay stable forever. Like, you can't sit on something forever. Eventually you're going to get bored or you're going to... I mean, how long can you bury the truth, right? Remember, the truth has a nasty habit of not staying buried. And remember, 1 year ago, you all destroyed my life. It's been 1 whole year. Here's an I know what you did last summer reference. I am coming back, and this time I'm not looking for an apology. So let's do this shit, right? I think there's a guy on the 3rd floor. We might have to go and break in. Really should have not drinking that milk. Just making me feel like, yeah. I think this might be a rebel. Beanie time!
Amigo.
Ooh, yeah,
you hear anything about the cartel around here? Where they are, or things like that? Gracias.
I'll talk more in detail about the whole list and what's been going on with the archiving data on my other channel. And does anyone have a channel link to my main channel? If not, I can do it in a minute. I just want to finish
We'll let the rebels
the
know
city
where to find
first.
supplies. They can pay us back later.
But if anyone, my mods can drop links. You guys are special. You guys get special treatment. If you're a part of our community, you do whatever the hell you want, right? I will never tell you guys what to do. But if you can, go get my main channel link for Tibbs TV and link it or something. Because there's like 1,000 Tibbs TVs now because they all want to try to pretend they're me. I've heard the excuse why they do that. It's because when you look up the name, then you'll see. If you look up my name, their channels come up first. Yeah, I've heard that bullshit. I have a friend named Jack. I'm not going to go into detail of who he is, but some of you probably know exactly who Jack is. He's the guy with the lab coat who acts like a psychopath sometimes when he's on drugs, but he's never been bad about it. He's always been fairly decent. Jack had this crazy idea to reverse engineer what those people do to promote content. And this can be used in both positive ways and negative ways. I think that I want to hear Jack out on his idea of how to... Here we go. Jack has a really interesting idea on how we could reverse engineer promoting content. It could be used to promote any video too. I appreciate you, man.
Cartel resupply point here in Montuyoc.
If anyone
provides most of the weapons
can anyone else pin?
If we went in and destroyed those supplies, it would cripple cartel ops across the whole province.
Okay. If anyone wants to follow my main channel for any reason, if you want to see me deal with scumbags online, that's the best way to sum it up. Actually, I deal with scumbags online. It's notoriously fucked up. If you want to go see that, there's my main channel.
Spotted one with submachine guns.
The fact that no one heard that was literally a gunshot.
I've got eyes on the captain. I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Okie dokie. Let's just spot here.
Do a recon of the area.
Anyway, for anyone who does support my content, I appreciate you. Oh, the party's jumping. That was awesome. All right, let's go see what we can find. I'm trying to get all these food crates and the other little ones. Because if I do supply runs, they're going to be a pain in the ass in some of these regions. But I do all the little mini ones. Kill his buddy while he's not around. We're going to go mark this. What we got?
I can put this to use.
It's a shit gun. It's just a shit gun. I mean, it's not a terrible gun, but I would never use it. I don't know why. If it looks like a sci-fi gun, I just don't want it. I can't really explain why. Maybe because I played way too much fucking Halo and I'm just beyond done with it. It's okay, guys. He's just sleeping. He's just peacefully sleeping. Gotta make a door. Let's see. Nice Scream reference. We will win with Varys on our side. We will persist, and we will win. To victory, everybody. To victory. I'm sure there's some kind of a reference I could say here. And reference that. Semper Fi, motherfuckers. Like something, right? But right now I'll figure that out later. So we're going to not ever do, like this we're never going to do because Operation Oracle can literally F off. Wait, if this is Oracle, then what's Sam Fisher? We're not doing Sam Fisher. I refuse. I refuse to do Sam Fisher. His missions are literally whale dick. I'm done with Sam Fisher. I will never do Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher can literally fuck off. But at the same time, what is Sam Fisher? Let's see. I don't know why I didn't mark this. All right, we got an intel cache here. You know what? There's a helicopter somewhere nearby, right? Actually, you know what? The land out here is kind of flat. Let's do it this way. That's right, guys. I got the bike. Land's fairly flat out here, so... Oh, God! You... puta madre. Alright. Let's see. It's a llama, guys.
Okay, we're still good.
I'm not seeing it, but I just see pigs. Well, I suppose. Oh shit! On a shingle in the 4th of July.
All right, breathe easy.
I don't know why I burst into song every time the moment gets tense. I think that's just my way of relaxing nowadays. We should be fine. Turn back for a second. Weapon cases. You guys, I didn't see the last possible second. Let's see. There's another weapon case. Oh wait. I had
wanting one of these.
I had a tardy moment. Can we drive this? Of course not. The one thing I want to drive, I can't drive. I can leave it to Ubisoft to ruin the fun. All right, let's see. I could. What is this? A folded buttstock for submachine guns and assault rifles. Amazing, it can work on both, but a submachine gun's usually smaller. We got Kingstar files, so we should head in this direction. We should do because we can fast travel here and go to these two, and then that one, all that crap. What is this? Somehow that is in Montuyoc. It's like directly on the border, though. Oh, we go to the Kingstar file. We get this thing. Ooh, that is a good sniper rifle, but at the same time, oh, we had to ban somebody on here not too long ago. There was actually a pretty avid member of our community, but then they went full Karen for some reason. The Sparrow that we banned was actually the real Sparrow. For all my mods who've been curious, it was the real Sparrow. So she was apparently always that way. Just hiding it. You know, it's fucked up. I actually really liked talking to her. She was pretty cool. But then she started getting overly political about Ukraine, and then just, oh shit, here we go. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to break that sad news, is that she was actually legitimate. That was actually her. Wasn't some alt account either. It was the real one. I'm actually pretty bummed out by that, because I was hoping it was a fake. That way it's like, you know, because what was up with that stupidity, you know? But it's whatever. We lose a lot of good people to mental illness. Like, that sounds horrible, but we do. We lose a ridiculous amount of good people to mental stupidity. She's like, you advocated for the genocide of my people. I'm like, no, I didn't. I have never said that. Plus, on her account, she's Russian. You're a Russian. You aren't even Ukrainian. They're not even your people. So, like, what are you talking about?
Unidad bird approaching. Stay down.
Hold on. I want to read it. Because my mods will get a kick out of this. Sparrow. Because, you know, you type it in after you searched it, right? So it's all in some language. It's either Russian or Ukrainian. Go to Google Translate. Boom. Detect language, enter V, and it comes off as Russian. So the language is also Russian. And she says, her account bio, if translated to English, says ethnic Russian in Chechnya. Against any V word. I'm not going to say something because she's against any violence of Slavs against Slavs. When you propagate the destruction of Ukraine, you call for the GENOCIDE. I'm not saying it if it's going to come off a certain way. Of my people, the Slavic people. I'm apparently half Slav myself. I've never ever once called for the GENOCIDE of any people. So what is she talking about? Like, literally, what is she talking about? But, like, Ukraine and Slav, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm ignorant, but I thought Ukrainians and Slavics were two different things. And if they're not, well, if I have Slav in me, doesn't that make me Ukrainian by at least half? because of my father's side, my biological father's side. So I'm sitting here, how in the hell can you tell me, as a Russian, by the way, of all things, that apparently I'm not allowed to have the opinion that I don't want to support Ukraine? As apparently, if I never actually knew the two were the same, by the way. If they are, well, then I have more of a reason to have a say here, because I don't support Ukraine. And apparently, it is 150% possible that I might be half Ukrainian because of my biological father, according to what I've read and seen online, right? So, if I am half Ukrainian and I choose to say fuck Ukraine, there's no issue with that. I say I hope Russia wins, but you're Russian, so you should be very happy I support you. I'm very confused. This whole entire channel bio, I think, is full of it. I think she's full of crap. But at the same time, she was apparently always this way too. She just was really good at hiding it. Because she's always loading weapons and stuff like that when she's listening to our streams and shit, which is, I'm going to say it, it's sexy as fuck to know she's just over there loading weapons, enjoying our content. Makes me feel like, damn, what do you look, are you hot? I have to know if she's hot. Because there is a mild attraction there. I've never even seen her face. That's just fucking crazy, right? But, like, I'm just like, what are you... So if you're Russian, and I'm saying I hope Russia wins, doesn't that mean I'm supporting you? But then you're talking about how Ukrainian... But I'm apparently half Ukrainian. There's so many things backward about this. It's not even funny. Because that's what her channel thing says. I'm going to screenshot that shit later. But, like, yeah, that's a thing. I'm like, huh. It's just... Because remember, it came out not so long ago that apparently I'm Slavic on my father's side. If Slavs and Ukrainians are the same thing, then I have more of a right to not want to support them. Like, the fuck? The meetings with Trump hopefully improve the situation. I do hope that they find peace. That's really what I want. But if I was going to pick, I picked the OG. Okay? Because Russia had it first. Let's see. Ukraine sold its nukes in the early 90s after the Soviet Union imploded, and they did it for Western aid. Ukraine was desperate and made a terrible decision that is now leading to being destroyed by Russia, and the U.S. doesn't really care. It's just using Ukraine as a pawn. Also, Zelensky is a Jew, which doesn't surprise me at all, and hates Ukraine, and it's just using it as a hub for laundering and weapons trading. Yeah, I'm 100% aware. That's why I say, and I'm going to say it again, and Sparrow, I hope you understand my predicament here. Yeah, by the way, I'm surprised that none of my haters acknowledge this information. They're like, oh yeah, he doesn't support Ukraine. That's the most controversial thing of all time. He's half Slav. Like, literally, I'm white, okay? I always kind of wonder what Slav meant. Ukrainian? Oh, it just makes more sense. But whatever, all stupidity aside, I think I have more of a right than anyone. But here's the fun part. Here's the part that, and I'm about to tell this new channel something that's going to get me some heat, okay? I'm also half German on the Nazi side of things. So somewhere along the corners of history, a German Nazi fell in love with a Ukrainian Slav, and they made love. And my father and mother were those two people. I'm sorry, it's so fucked up. Like, how? What the fuck? Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to say. Slav is Ukrainian, Russian, and Pole. So apparently I have more of a fucking right to say this than anyone. How many of you? Well, I mean, D-Chat also, right? But, like, me and D-Chat are like, yeah, fuck Zelensky. I hope Russia wins. Well, we're both agreeing on this for the most part. At least to some extent, right? So, like, we're not hating each other over it. Fuck all you. The rest of you aren't even Ukrainian. Shut the fuck up. Like, you guys don't know shit. Like, who the fuck's over here telling me I'm allowed to think when I'm half of that? Like, my whole life, it's been leading up to this moment somehow. Germans and Russians and Ukrainians all came together for an orgy, and I was conceived. Like, it's really, actually, that's the funniest yet most fucked up thing I've ever heard, and it's all true. Why won't they criticize me about that? He's got Nazis and Ukrainians in his blood. Well, that's because there's Ukrainian there, and they don't want to talk shit about Ukrainian, because they want to support Ukraine. Well, if you support Ukraine, look, my grandmother, okay? Anyway, I just don't even know what to say. Like, you know, for all a bunch of people who talk shit about me nonstop, you would at least think that the double standard is hilarious, right? And I'm not offended by this shit. If you all hate Ukraine, I'm not gonna dump on you. Fuck you, Tibbs. You're from Ukraine. They suck. Yeah, kind of they do. I'm not gonna lie about that. They're the most corrupt country I've ever seen by. Well, I mean, Israel's pretty bad actually. Israel might be worse, but you know, I'm not gonna diss you for having a different opinion than me. It's just, you know, it's just fucking stupid nowadays. But then, like the Nazi thing, if you want to hate my ancestors, I hate them too. Don't worry, you're not alone. Look what they've done. Actually, no, it's funny. No one talks about it. They're like, they dump on me for everything except that. And I always ask, what the fuck? Like, if you're going to crap on me for something that's true. My grandfather, Bruce Tibbets was his name, from what I understand, had a lot of that going on. I don't know. My mother hated him with a diehard passion, and I was raised to the information that my grandfather was a Nazi. But somehow they named me after him. I fucking don't know, actually, what's going on here anymore. I loved my grandfather as much as I knew him. He didn't come off like a Nazi to me. Maybe my mother is a narcissistic bitch who lies about people. Wouldn't be the first time a woman lied about somebody in my life. But, like, but, you know, I'm just saying, apparently that's true. So, like, if you wanted to hate on me, that would be a reason to do it. Because apparently if you have it in your blood, you're guilty no matter what. I'm like, someone get me a gas chamber. Anyway, so I'm just, fucking, people are weird, man. I don't know. Like, if they crap me on for any other reason but that one. But then there's the Ukrainian Slav thing, because I've been open about this. I got Slav in my bloodline. So, like, how did a Slav and a Nazi get together? Fuck if I know. World War I, maybe? World War II, maybe? I don't fucking know what happened. My grandparents must have been really fucked up people. Let's see. You got Cossacks. They were the best horsemen in Europe. Napoleon was amazed by them. I support peace and economic growth. The political origins are very complex. Oh, I like that part of your background. If it weren't for you, Niemann, see, my grandfather would have died under Stalin. Well, you know, I try. I mean, I didn't do shit. I wasn't there, but like at the same time, my bloodline at least tried, right? I don't understand that though. They will never acknowledge I'm a Slav. They'll also never acknowledge that I'm German. I was born in America though, which is even more funny somehow. I'm sorry. That's funny as fuck to me. Like, it's a German Nazi on one side of his family, and then you got, I mean, you can't count my dad. My stepfather, the guy who raised me, doesn't count. The reason why is none of his DNA led to the creation of me. I love my stepfather. He's not my stepfather. I think of him as my dad because he raised me, right? Even though he ghosted me for the last year because my mom's a bitch. Remember that my mom came from a Nazi. What the fuck do you expect, right? But, like, so I almost can forgive my mom knowing that it's in her blood to be a piece of shit, right? But anyway, my stepdad will never apply here because he did not contribute DNA, right? But my biological father was apparently a Slav, which is weird because everybody's like, your father's a piece of shit. Is he? Is he really? Because Ukrainians can do no wrong nowadays. So you can't insult him. That's just how woke works, I guess. Insult him if you want. I didn't know the guy. I never met him. I just know what people have told me in my family. He apparently was a Slav, which, according to D-Chat, is Russians, Poles, Polish, by the way. Winner. Huh, interesting. His winner was born in Poland, I guess. But anyway, and then you got Ukrainians. I keep calling them Ukraines. Like, that's fucking a word. Anyway. And then on my mother/grandfather's side of my mom's side, there's the Germans. My grandfather often dated women who were extremely racist, so it does actually fit. I've never told anyone this. This is not public information, but now it is. My grandfather was a racist. He did not like my stepdad because my stepdad's Mexican. Let that sink in, right? There were some family issues that these trolls never knew about. But here we go, right? So you got Nazis and you got Slavs, and they don't want to ever talk about either one because they're supposed to kiss ass and suckle the teat of any Slavic topic because they don't want to talk shit about Ukrainians, and yet they won't address that I am half that, right? And then it's also funny as hell because apparently there's Nazi in my blood, and they don't want to talk about that for reasons unknown. Like, I think I would be, if I would, okay, if you take a look at my biggest haters, right? The ones who have spent every single day of their life dragging my name through the mud just to try to make this smear campaign work. By the way, desperation is fucking adorable. My people fucking outrank you 150 million successes to 1. But anyway, because Slavs and Nazis, right? But anyway, if I was my biggest haters, the ones who spent all this time crapping on me, I would use that information. He's a fucking Nazi. Why? Well, I mean, his family are Nazis. He hates Nazis. He's been open about that. But his blood does not change. And you know what they say. The apple never falls far from the tree. Sieg Heil, motherfucker! Oh, wait. Sorry, the German came out for a second. But, like, honestly, why wouldn't you use that? Like, I'm not trying to tell my trolls to hurt me more. I'm just wondering why you've never used that. Like, they've known about it for years. Because I'm the Nazi everyone likes, apparently, I guess. I'm not a Nazi. I don't agree with half the things those motherfuckers did. I like the creative things they did to people. Because, let's be honest here, you'd have to be a fucking artist. Oh, wait, that's right, Hitler, after all, right? Imagine if they had never denied him from art school. He would have been one hell of a painter. But, like, honestly, they're creative. That takes some real fucked up creativity. That's funny as fuck. I appreciate it. That was the point. But, like, you'd have to be a really creative person. Don't say that shit on Twitch. Oh, yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, we are guaranteed getting back on Twitch. And they won't be able to do shit about it. Because apparently your violations expire because Twitch doesn't ban people. They just put you on prison sentences for 2 years. And mine expire in 4 months. Which means, guess what, motherfuckers? Do you know how Moist Critical and Asmongold, Asmongold, and Tectone all got so big? Multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, which means I can sit here on my fat ass. I'm not really fat, but because they like to joke about it, right? I can lay in bed. I won't need Streamlabs anymore. Hold on, when you threw my jacket, wait. Why are you throwing it? It's sorry, she doesn't like certain textures, right? I can lay on my ass in my bed. I don't need Streamlabs no more. I can be a lazy gamer and just chill, have good vibes. I can talk shit. But on Twitch, the only thing I'm not allowed to do on Twitch, because I practiced over the years what I'm allowed to get away with, the reason I got in trouble, 2 times, mind you, and that's why I'm in trouble now with Twitch, is because you're not allowed to talk shit about pedophiles. That's the only thing you're not allowed to say. You say Sieg Heil, they don't seem to notice. So, 4 months, and if not 4 months, it'll be 16 months. We will be returning to Twitch, and then in 16 months or 4 months, saying that it's 1 or 2 years. They don't specify which of my appeals portal. We're coming back with a vengeance. And there's nothing they can do about it. Now, to be fair, if they want to go on their next stupid, there's nothing we can do about it either except ban them. But still, the nice thing is if we ban them, they won't be able to see our content. Twitch is actually better in a lot of ways. Plus, you can boot subs if they're useless and they're not doing anything active. So we want active subs on Twitter. Or, not Twitter. Fucking Twitter. On Twitch. Also, I'm going to note here that we have decided to fully go active with TikTok. Yeah, we're going to be fully active on TikTok because we're making all of our expose content, the stuff we're exposing these people with, we're making it safe for TikTok. So there's certain things we can't show you. Any audio clips is unable to be done because almost every audio clip involves endangerment of minors. Every single one. But what we can do is show you screenshots and slightly censor out certain words. And then we can direct you to the place where the audio clips are at, which is YouTube. So basically, we're going to start using TikTok regularly, which I think is cool. This is a mine. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's see. Oh, it's looking like their days are numbered soon anyway. That list will be quite interesting for the feds. Well, it's not only that, but a lot of their channel names involve rape. A lot of their channel names are insinuating harassment. A lot of their accounts, by the way, that list that I put up, if you go into the comment section, that list keeps going. The reason why that list is only a certain extent is because apparently there's a limit on how much you put in a. Snap my fingers here. There's a limit on how many characters you can use, even if it's a link, as a community post. That means it just continues into the hundreds in the comments. It's the pinned comment only, though, just so y'all know, so you don't have to like search around thinking you're gonna find more somewhere. But that's only 3 channels. I've archived 3 channels and their members, as well. Their community that contributes to this, and every channel does. You can see it, every single one of them. And the ones that are dead are because they terminated them to try and bury them. It is insane how much we've archived already. And mind you, it's just going to get... Okay, we hit him. I was afraid I was going to miss. But yeah, we basically have... We have archived so many names, and it leads to channels that is literally doing exactly what we're saying they're doing. But see, what we're going to do here, I'm doing what I did not want to do, which is talk about this on my channel, but because the vibe is very good, I guess we'll let it slide, right? We're not just dropping a list of names and list of accounts. It's more so a list of accounts. But we're also adding a secondary archive, which this is where Discord is going to come in. Because I don't know that many places that I can make it accessible for you to download files. It's a file. It's not just a list of account names. It's also going to be a file. I guess I can walk you through the process. Why not? So I go onto Google Docs or Microsoft Word, or some other Word-based format platform. And then what I do is I write their channel link and then make it so that it leads to their channel. There's a lot of ways to do this, but for the most part, you type in a channel link, press enter, it's now valid as something you can just click on and jump to. Then what we do, for the ones that are not done with the community posts of YouTube, is we download it as a full file. We're not going to do that till we have every single one possible. We might have an updated version for when, because we'll be collecting the data year by year. Because I know they're going to keep going until they get caught, so why not just do a second volume at some point, right? Or have an updated edition down the line. Delete the old one on the thing, update it with the new one. We can do that. That's not a big deal, right? And then what we do is we put it somewhere where you can download it, because then they can't flag it or report it. If it's a file, there's no way to get rid of it, and the file doesn't look malicious, because it's not. It's just proving thing you did. Well, then we could do that with the list of account names and where they lead to. If we use channel IDs, the FBI can IP trace these people. Yeah, that's how cybercrimes does that. If it's a crime done through YouTube, all we need is your channel ID. And we have more channel IDs than things that we don't have. So we do have ways to link all these names to certain people that because of alt accounts, because they're not exactly settled on hiding that. So a lot of people are, well, they're on the list. And they can laugh it off or pretend like it doesn't matter. They're screwed. There is no real way around that.
Number 3.
Do I want to hit him? Got them both. But that's just the beginning, though. Like, these are just names and accounts. I mean, they show a lot of messed up behavior. What are they all going to do? All delete their accounts now? These people are ballsy. They think they're always going to get away with it. Well, we have a backup plan. And we're not going to wait till one to fail before we do the next. No, we're going to do it all at once. Just all cards on the table. Again, this is my main channel, if you're all curious what's happening at. We also have short videos for every single screenshot we're going to have, which means there's going to be a lot of screenshots over the coming months. A lot. Like, every day we're going to drop a little bit of something. But there's also more. Remember that Google Docs / Microsoft Word thing I told you about? Well, I found out that if you try to share an active Google Doc link, it makes the images blurry. But if you were to put an archive of images, for example, screenshots showing them saying and doing horrific things attached to the accounts they're currently using, which I looked, a lot of these old names are popping up, and they're still using the same accounts they've always used because these people are stupid. No, think you're smart if you want to keep going, but like at this point, it is, you have no fucking idea what a digital footprint is, do you? Like, you have to wonder, right? Well, That's also going to be a downloadable file that anyone, including the FBI, will have access to. In fact, they might get free dibs on it first before anyone else. And I've only started to recently show some of this stuff, only recently. Because, remember, my goal was to just move on. Hopefully they leave me the fuck alone. These people have no idea what I have. And you know that they're afraid because, well, if you go online and you look at how they're operating, they're stalking and harassing and talk about doxing me for a reason. They are scared shitless.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
All right, here we go. I mean, at this point, you know that they are actually worried about what might be on these images. They are worried about what might be, they're worried. With good reason. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea what's coming. So I'm going to go on my main channel tomorrow. That's generally my plan because we'll be done with this game today, right? We can take a couple days off. Or maybe I'll just start on Resident Evil tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet. But I might go on there and just have open chats, talk shit, and see what they do. As long as I don't break any laws, I'm not the one in the wrong. They want to come on here and dox social security numbers and everything else. We have to take note of every channel that does things. And we also have to take complete note of every little thing that they do.
Damn, that sure got his attention.
Oh, fuck nugget.
Engaging targets.
What the hell are you doing? Take cover. They've seen us.
Did he seriously just blow himself up?
Shit balls.
You know, for a bunch of guys who are trained by the ex-military, you'd think that they would actually have, like, better training of tactics or something, not just bigger guns. Bigger guns don't mean shit. Let them incriminate themselves. Well, somebody had once said this, and I think it's 100% accurate. Do not interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake. So, tomorrow, guess what we're going to do? We're going to let them make a mistake. Because the more they harass me, the harder they try to get a rise at me, the more criminal things. Did you know that it is actually a felony to share a social security number that is not your own? So we have channel names and accounts of people who commit felonies. Guess what? That'll be labeled and screenshotted and shown in accordance. Sure, I won't show my social security number. I'll blur out the last 4 letters. But you'll know what it is. You'll know what they're doing. And at this point, what are they going to say? Oh, we didn't know. We thought it was totally normal to do that on the internet. Why did you do it? Well, fuck, I don't have a good answer. Like, that's really what they're doing. So, you know, just going to say it bluntly. There will be no mercy. Because then they're going to be like, we have to bury this up. Because that's what troll groups have been doing for like 20 years. Trolls been doing this kind of messed up shit for 20 years. And then what they'll do is they'll try to bury it to save their face. They call it saving face. Wow, we got everybody all at once.
Clear.
They can't save face if they can't bury it. And my goal, more than anything else, is not to catch them. I do not want to expose them. They've already been exposed. That's why they're bitching as much as they are. My goal is simply to make sure they can't bury what they do anymore. And guess what happens when you can't bury crimes you're committing, and it's public, and it's everywhere, and your name's attached to it? Use your imagination. It's not okay. Somebody's fucked. They know it. They know they're fucked. So it looks like we have to go upstairs for this one. Yeah, my main priority and why I'm doing this is because they targeted my home They targeted me and tried to. They made me homeless, and they forced me to give up my cat, and they've been rubbing that in my face. Fine, fine. You want to make fun of what you did to my cat? I didn't even care about my family and friends. Fuck them. They didn't give a shit about me. Clearly. Well, you want to fuck with my You want to fuck with my cat? You want to fuck my little Max? Fine. There will be no mercy. Do not ask me to bury it. Do not ask me to delete my channel. Don't get stupid when I don't delete my channel. It's not going away this time. And mind you, the FBI was on the verge of they were on the verge of a massive arrest. Let's put it that way. And because of my mom and pushing me to the point where she's like, "Please, John, delete your channel." They knew why they were doing that. They're like, they attacked my mom and tried to give her this coercion idea. If your son deletes his channel, we'll stop harassing you, Danielle. And my mom pushed that on me, and eventually I caved. Well, guess what? There's no mom anymore. There's just not. Danielle is gone. I don't know what that cunt's problem was. She's like, "John, if you really loved your mother, you would give up the channel." Knowing damn well why they wanted to do that. It's because then you lose the evidence, you lose the case. I was an FBI informant for online crimes for the last 2 years.
Ah, I can use this.
Kind of quieted down, but now it does not take very much to start that shit up again. FBI was watching my content every single day because that's where all the crime was taking place. And that's how you catch these guys, right? Well, not trying to have an ego about it, but I might be single-handedly responsible for the annihilation of thousands of people on YouTube. Don't worry, we're not gonna... Wait, don't let me intimidate you. It's not just YouTube. I have their TikTok accounts, their Twitter accounts, and everything else too. That comes up later on this week, because I'm still collecting all that shit. I got to put it all into a list, put it onto the file, then copy and paste over to YouTube, make the Google Doc version, make the download version. There's a lot of archiving and data collection here, which is not something I like doing because it's very tedious. But, you know, like at this point, you know, again, where are they going to hide after a point? Where you bury every account you have? You're talking years of using these accounts. They're not going to bury that now. They think they're untouchable. Good. Let's let them. Holy shit. These Pringles are salty. Let me see. Carmen's going to catch up soon. Oh, 100%. That's why they're so irate. They've been spending the last 3 years gatekeeping me. Think about that. They've been gatekeeping me.
These supplies will buy us a lot of goodwill from the rebels.
The entire point of why they target me is because they don't want anyone else to see it. So they gatekeep me. They're good at it. I'll give them that much. Problem is, you're not gonna be able to gatekeep this after a point. Because though I can't promote on YouTube and they dislike every video that I got so I won't grow, there's other ways to get videos around. And there's other ways to spread information.
Enemy activity. Stay sharp.
Which type you got there? My favorites are buffalo flavored and honey mustard. It's original. Original Pringles. But they are salty as fuck. There's a part of me that regrets buying them. Like, I like salt. Salt also soothes my throat for some reason, which is really weird because you wouldn't think, right? The acid buildup should not be soothed by salt.
I got a narco over here. There, next to the food container.
But goddamn, they're salty as fuck. They're good though. I like Pringles.
All right, we're all clear. Maybe we should keep the guns down, make sure we don't scare anybody.
Any of the cheese flavored ones. Cheese is good. I bought Derek some cheese squares too. Maybe Derek will come on here and play the game for you guys in a while. Now, he's not playing Ghost Recon. I'm doing this. But
That's a location of a cartel medal they're giving to one of their
there's
jackasses.
one bonus medal. There's one, and it's. We just left. Come on, man. We just left there. What the hell? It's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. There's not a whole lot really collect on this part of the map anyway. All right. Like, we just left there. We have to go back now. Back and forth. Back and forth. Anyway. Yeah. I'm very proud and very happy with the fact that we're going to expose a bunch of sickos, and it's basically a massive bullying and predator organization. And I'm glad we're finally deciding to do something about these people.
Tango on the balcony.
Watch it. Hombre heard his buddy hit dirt.
They rattled their cage.
Where are you going? There's one more. You know what? Find him
Open fire.
and put 2 rounds into the back of his skull. Let's see. No, but it's actually, for once,
Watch your
that
step.
conversation.
These guys know something's up.
Where the fuck are they? Where's he at?
Fuck. Engaging. Enemy down.
Where is he? Did he just not exist? Anyway. For once, that kind of conversation is actually a positive vibe, though. Like, usually when we talk about this stuff, it is morbid. These people are fucked.
Pay dirt. We've got a
Like,
location of
mentally.
cartel's primary training camp here in Montuyoc.
Let's see.
hit it.
We gotta kill the Sunblock as military training instructors. Alright. Yeah, usually when we talk about this stuff, it is morbid. Like, it actually would piss me off sometimes. But for once, I'm not upset. It's actually a positive vibe discussing it. Because we're actually making a difference, and I think that's what matters. No one is going to get bullied by these scumbags ever again after I'm done. And that's the thing. Once you gain enough attention on this, they're going to be afraid to do it. They do it now because they think they're big enough as a group they can get away with it. That ends. That ends. I'm not okay with it. So that's generally what the plan is to just make it as hard as possible for them to get away with it. Although I will note, they did the exact same thing to Tectone, and they did the exact same thing to Asmongold. And there have been people that are saying, I'm the next Asmongold, because of how I've chosen to live, the things that they've done, the things that I've been through, the things that they called me just because they don't like me, everything. And I can see it. It is so there. Let's see, they're mentally and morally fucked, and now they're going to be legally fucked. Federal prison awaits them. Well, here's the thing. I am going to note here that there is something about that statement that might be inaccurate, okay? Because in order for them to be legally fucked in the sense of going to federal prison, the FBI and the police have to learn to give a shit, and they don't. The FBI are lazy. In fact, I think the FBI are moral cucks to scumbags. They really are. And the police, I can understand. I don't agree with BLM. I really don't. The anti-white bullshit was really stupid. But I do agree that police are dog shit. They really are. State and local PD are dog shit human beings that we have no reason to respect or support or even we don't even have the need to pay these motherfuckers because they don't do their job. But here's the thing. If the police and the FBI do not care, the reason why I'm leaking this not only to the FBI and the police, but also to the public, is because if the police and FBI don't do their fucking job, then the civilians and society will. Because here is the other thing I did not mention earlier. We're dropping a secondary documentation piece, a piece of the dossier, if you will, that is going to be leaked probably through a Discord that we'll share to the public. I do not know how I want to go about it. I might want to wait till we get our own personal link for it. I'm not sure. Make it official, right? But, what was I going to say? There will be another document, downloadable dossier. That way they can't report it or do anything about it. There's nothing they can do about it. Because it's a download, they're going to look at it, it's just a download. You can't report a download to Discord if there's nothing malicious about it. So consider it a download within a download. You can do that. Just to be safe, don't worry, you know what you're getting. It's going to have a lot of their faces and names and locations leaked. I would drop names, but this channel's not for that. But I'll do it on my main channel tomorrow. We'll talk shit. I have no problem with it. But I have a lot of their faces. and a lot of their names attached to those faces. Look, they wanted to dox me because they are mad I was right. I guess we're doxing them because they're a bunch of chomos who try to get away with it. They bragged about being Antifa. They bragged about victimizing families and kids. I don't feel bad for doing the same to return to them. I really don't. And if they have kids of their own, well, don't worry. CPS will take those kids from them. Because half these people admit to violating their own children. I don't feel bad. I really don't. If you're going to be a piece of shit on the internet, I want everyone to know exactly what you look like and what you did. That way, you can't do it anymore. And don't worry. With their face and their name and the account that they use, I will also be dropping in that same segment pristine examples of things they've done to women, children, and innocent people. The criminal behaviors they've done. That way you'll know exactly who they are. And below that, you'll see their name. And below that, you'll see where they're from. And maybe even their home address. I mean, let's be honest, you never know. And then below that, you will see all the things that they've done. The best examples, though. You want all of it? Go to the secondary dossier. Third dossier is just so you know exactly who they are. And then what are they going to do? You're not allowed to do that to me. I am better than you. Really, no. All right. Whatever you say. It's there, though. I can't remove it. I mean, I could, but I'm too lazy now. Now that it's out, I'm too lazy to take it down. In that way. And you can't arrest me for doing that. Because everything I'm getting is from the internet. That's what these people do. They're like, oh, we can use this to attack you because it's public information. Well, I'm not attacking these people. I'm just showcasing what they do that's criminal. And then, what are you going to tell the police? He shared my face and name, and he did all this and made me look bad. And the police are like, turn around, sir. Hands behind your back.
Knock out the control terminal.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So I'm not really too worried about it. I know the legal parameters of what I'm allowed to get away with. And because these people are scumbags who've done terrible things, if the police don't do their job and arrest these people, guess what? Now the general public will have the information. And because a lot of these people they're being exposed are, in fact, pedophiles or helping pedophiles or defending pedophiles or another way of putting this is they're enabling predators on the internet and engaging with children in predatory ways. Could go into details, but again, this channel isn't for that. Well, now the general public will have every reason to hunt you down because the police are just turning a blind eye, and most morally decent citizens won't do that. They'll find you, and there's a lot of rednecks out there that will happily put you in the earth, man. So again, your personal safety officially means dilly shit to me, because if you're a scumbag, you have it coming. You get what you fucking deserve. Remember the Joker, guys? Remember Joaquin Phoenix? Sometimes you get what you fucking deserve. That's what I'm going to be on my main channel. That's what I am doing on my main channel. The process is slow. It's like evolution. When it's over, I'll be the only one left. Because, I guess you can call me a predator now because they are my prey. I prey on predators. And at that point, who's the bigger fish, right? So, that's the plan. We'll have a good time, and we'll all enjoy their downfall. And if you want to be a part of it, comment. I want to hear people talking shit about these people. Use all the accounts you want. Remember, they can't IP trace you. We found this out. They can't actually IP trace people.
Hold on, they're gonna see you.
Did you know that? I tested a theory not too long ago. They can't IP trace people. So if you're all worried they're going to find you, they're not. It's impossible. Because if it were possible, they would have found me by now. Because they have been hell-bent on finding me. They would have been hell-bent. They have been hell-bent on finding me. They haven't been able to find me. And okay. You guys want to hear some funny things? Some funny things that proves they can't IP trace? So that you will always know that if you don't have your face, name, or address, I don't know why the fuck would you have why would you have your address on your YouTube channel, right? If you don't have those things on your accounts, I can now prove to you that they cannot IP trace. You guys ready for it? Numero uno. I use my face. You see my look. You see what my place looks like to some extent, right? White walls, giant green screen, right? Interesting. That's all you really have to work with, but yet they can't seem to use your channel links or anything to find you. Why haven't they found me, given that I'm online every single day, streaming here and talking shit directly about them, to rile them up and get them to do what they do, and then, he broke the law, motherfucker, got you again. They can't use the channel link or anything to find me? What's going on there? If you're able to IP trace, you should be able to find me regardless just by using that link. If you were serious. Okay. Numero 2. This is not really a secret because I don't know that many people do it. I don't use a VPN. I don't use a VPN. So I do that just to see if they'll ever find me, right? Because sometimes it's like the risk. It's like you're churned. It's like you get. It's like my dick gets hard at the idea of getting caught by these people because they want to kill me and everything else, right? Like, guess what? Because I talked openly about what they were doing. Okay, well, the thought of getting caught by these haters excites me. I get a boner right fucking now. I don't use a VPN. You know why? Because I actually want to see if they're able to fucking do it, and they haven't for like what 10, 11 months now. And they keep talking. Where the fuck is Tibbs? We gotta find this guy. Make him homeless. All right, well. You should be able to if you're actually able to do that, because I have a feeling they can't. And by the way, you think they'd wait for me to say I have no VPN? No, they would just test to begin with. It's been 11 months. These trolls, these online chomos, are spending every waking moment looking for me so they can dox me and terrorize where I live, and yet they can't figure out where the fuck in Saginaw I'm at. It's like, fuck, if you were able to IP trace, you would have found me by now. It's like, weird. No VPN, and I'm online every day, so you always have a chance to do it, and they've been trying. Well, if they can't find me, I'm here to tell everyone who's watching, to all people are afraid to comment, etc., they can't find you either, unless you give them information. That's the point. Or unless they have a leak. They're going to sit there and guess for 6 months. They'll say these super vague, super open areas, hoping it riles you up. They're like, okay, all right, slowly zooming into where it could be at. There's one guy, he's like, you're somewhere in the Middle East. And I'm like, you realize how fucking big the Middle East is? All right, you're in either you're in the Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq area. They're like, you realize how big that is? And plus, that's usually a guess. That's because you're a racist thinking it's something specific as the whole Iraq war. Because normally you wouldn't guess like that. You'd have an actual location point. They're like, all right, you're in Saudi Arabia. No, I'm not. Help, guys, he looked offensive. And then they never find him. That's been a thing. I'm not going to tell you where that was happening at, but it was funny as fuck. I'm getting a drink, by the way. Just give me a second. Like, they can't IP trace anybody. And I find it funny that people are scared. They're going to find me if I comment. Look, man, my main channel is a bit of fuckery, okay? But they're not going to find you. Relax. So what do we got to roll with, guys? Chocolate milk or s'more soda? Anyway. Oh. Oh, wow. That was really good. I'm a big fan of whole red cap chocolate milk. The shit is just fucking delicious. Derek. Hey, can I have one of your cheese sticks? All right. You're all wondering who Derek is. Well, he's commented on our videos. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. I'm taking 3, Derek. I'll pay you back next week. We had an agreement. If I take more than one cheese stick, I owe him $1 for each one. But, like, what's he going to do with the fucking $2? All right. We're going to have a good day. All right. So, where are we at? Hold on. Let me put the screen here real quick. So we got 3 weapons cases, 1 of the accessory cases, 2 skill points. We got a lot of collecting to do still. Well, let's see. We're going to do one of the missions in a second. All right, let's see. On the chopper, guys.
Let's ride.
No, I'm really excited to get back on Twitch. I was so pissed at Twitch. I'm like, you banned me. Well, okay, I need to stop saying that because they didn't ban me. They don't ban anyone. It's kind of fucked up, actually. They didn't ban me, though. They suspended me indefinitely for the entirety of how long the violation would last, right? They did not specify anywhere. It says the violations go away after it's been approximately 2 years. Anything under 2 years. Hold on. I'll pull it up later. It was vague, though. It didn't say this 2 years. It said the violation would go away after a period of under 2 years. Something like that, right? And so I'm sitting here. Cheese sticks are fucking good, but they really fuck my throat. It's a love-hate relationship with cheese
Got a
sticks.
location here in a cartel communication center. The site handles all the message traffic in the province. If we can get in there and hack their message logs, we might get an ID on the cartel senior instructor.
All right. But anyway, what was I going to say before I lost my train of thought? Oh, there's 2 air defense things. We're going to have to do this on foot. I could be going back to Twitch in 4 months, if I'm lucky. Or I could be going back to Twitch for 16 months from now, which is next year, December. Either way, I'm excited.
Hey, we got a narco.
So I figure
Next to that
what we'll do, we'll build up this channel. We'll put the evidence all over that other channel. Because my main channel is going to be mostly evidence now of those people. And what we'll do is when we get Twitch back.
And hack their message logs for intel. Let's move.
Thank you, Nomad, for the useless interruption. Once we get our Twitch back, we'll stream games here, and we might stream games on the main channel too. I mean, I can't talk shit if I'm on Twitch though. Like, we're gonna have to really figure out what exactly we're allowed to talk about when we're on there, because some things are just best left.
Got another tango.
Yo, 2 cartel guns there, on the terrace.
Tango on the roof. Tango on the roof. Deploying drone.
Fucking mortar.
Target number 5. I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
I got a generator over here.
Want to shut down their power? Sorry, I'm quoting what they usually say for some reason. I think it's wired into my brain now.
Is that an air defense system?
15 hombres.
Alright. Oh crap, he fell to the ground. He fell. Oh shit. Oh poopy. Is this EMP? They have
Tango's
no
following the
way.
noisemaker.
They have no way. That was not a noisemaker, Isabel. For the love of God, that was not a noisemaker. Oh, crap nuggets. Oh, Taco Tuesday. Oh, burger.
Noisemaker's drawing him out.
It's okay. We slowly have this covered. We gotta try to do this as quietly as possible, because the last thing I want is for them to see what we're doing. Okay, he's inside the curtain. He's, How are you inside of a curtain?
Getting in
Do
position.
you
Find a good
and
position.
you... We could launch a grenade, but I don't know
I
if
got
I
the
want
target.
to.
Target acquired.
Shoot them both in the face.
Kill confirmed.
Alright, should probably put the grenade launcher away. Queso? I have no cheese, sir. Dear fucking God, they're coming. They're coming. Jesus fuck. Hello, gentlemen. I'm a little late to stream. Glad to see you both here. We are on the front lines, guys. 100%.
Anda un compa por acá.
Okay, we're still alright.
Shit, they found a body.
You don't think they're gonna go
I'm
for the
opening
mortar,
fire.
dude.
Frag out.
Yeah. Let's do this. About to go, I said a boom chicka boom on these morally bankrupt freaks. Oh yeah?
This info, you can find and grab one of them for the rebels.
It's funny because that was a bullet that went by my head.
Pushing to take direct to Bowman. Stand by. Bowman, this is Nomad. I'm sending you message logs from a cartel comm center here in Montuyoc. If we're lucky, the name of the cartel senior instructor is in there.
I'm getting it now. Wait one. No joy. There's nothing in here that points to their top guy. There is something interesting, though. Looks like they've got search parties out looking for a deserter. One of their new recruits ran off a few days back. They think he might still be in the area.
How does that help us?
If he was in the training program for any length of time, it's possible he came into contact with our guy.
You think this deserter can give us an ID?
Only one way to find out.
He walks right into it. Let's see.
Fuck, they're coming right at us.
No, they're not. They're dead.
We're clear on
Alright,
this side.
let's see. See if we can catch this thing red-handed. Let's see. Guess we're heading here.
We got bad guys.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be a problem. We have to go the other way. What we talked about earlier before I got wildly distracted by the game? I mean, I'm glad I'm getting distracted by the game. This game's fun. We're at like 2 episodes left, but what was I talking about? We talked about the lists that we're making. We talked about the evidential archives we're making. About the YouTube, the TikTok, the Twitch. That's what we're talking about, Twitch. Yeah, I gotta figure out exactly how I want to operate on Twitch because I can't talk about things the way I do on YouTube. I mean, I guess it's the same thing as with TikTok, right? I mean, you're allowed to talk about things political on... Hold on. Acid reflux kicking in. You're allowed to talk about political things on Twitch. It's just... It's limited, you know? So I'm thinking to myself, maybe we could kind of look on there and see what we can get away with. Because, the rules will kind of be there. I think that's a video for the main channel, just to live stream us reading the Twitch community guidelines and term of service and understanding what we're allowed to actually do. Because if we can do that, then we can, then we'll know beforehand. And then we'll say, but we followed the rules. We followed the rules here. I mean, we have, 4 months or 16 months maybe to do it. So, and plus, if we do it as a community, then we'll all know. And then, who knows, maybe we'll all join over there too. Hold on. There is one thing. I'm trying to open a cheese stick. It's just being a pain in the ass. I do know that there's one thing you're not allowed to do on Twitch. You're not allowed to show YouTube chats on Twitch. They're very against that, which I think that is so hilarious. They're like, you're allowed to use Twitch chats on YouTube, but you're not allowed to use YouTube chats on Twitch. What even is that? But to be frank, I don't think we need to worry about that. Because what I could do, I mean, I'm probably be lazy streaming anyway. So whatever place I'm streaming to, if I'm streaming primarily to Twitch, because I can do that from YouTube, from PlayStation, and from Xbox. Xbox is Twitch only, which again I think is stupid that they only have Twitch on Xbox. They need to find a way that you can stream directly to YouTube from the Xbox. That would be ideal. But they never do. What can you do, right? But I can stream to Twitch. I can stream to Twitch exclusively from PlayStation and Xbox, and have it ported to YouTube in real time via a live stream. It's like dual streaming, but it's not the recreational stuff. Like the stream is going only to Twitch from the console, but that you can move it to YouTube in real time, and it'll work flawlessly. And then that way, Twitch chats on the screen would never be a problem. I don't know. I don't think our haters are going to want to move to Twitch though, because they're not really welcome over there, I've noticed. Let's see. Was there an incident that prompted all the work you did today, John, or just assembling as much as you can? Right now, we're collecting names. And for the next few days, it'll basically be additions to that one post, but just added in the comment section. So, the community post is the first section of names. Then there's a pinned comment that has more data, but then there's another comment below that has even bigger list of names, ironically enough. And then there'll be another one. So every day I add more names, pretty much, until we know that we have enough, right? After I have as many names as possible that are attached to this degenerate behavior, then we're going to start collecting facial... Hold on. I cannot multitask. I'm so terrible at it. I'm so sorry. It's the one flaw in my life is I'm not good at multitasking. We're going to compile faces and names to those people because a lot of their accounts show their faces and names. So I want people to know exactly what you look like, what your name is, and on top of that, basically it'll be there's a documentation. There's a 3-part dossier: the list of names, then there's the list of evidence, and then there's the faces that directly link you to certain pieces of evidence. The most damning shit will be for the faces one. Basically, it'll be in the part 3 dossier. It'll be your face if you're a scumbag, right? If you're a scumbag, it applies to you, not to good people. I'm not doing this to good people. If you're decent or you had no part in this, or if you're not involved with the most heinous behavior, then your face is basically exempt. You're kind of exempt from the rules here. Now, I'm not saying they aren't tied to it. I'm not saying they didn't contribute to doing it, okay? That's still pretty scummy even still. But you'll have their... what's an example I want to use? I can give you one perfect example. I'll give you two, but there's one guy that I think would triggered by it more. So for this one segment, we will use his name. His name is Deus03. You will have a picture of Deus03's actual face. I'm going to try to find something that makes him look at least halfway presentable, but he does resemble a crackhead, so there's not much I can do. Take better pictures, motherfucker. Underneath the picture of his face, and it's primarily the face that we need, because that's what people see. They don't go around looking at your tits or your ass. It's got to be your face. There's nothing I can do about that. That's what we're choosing to do. It'll be a picture of Deus 03's face. This is the example I'm giving. Below that, it'll have his online account name, Deus 03. With the account name, it'll say Deus 03, and then it'll be like a little hyphen, and then it'll have the account itself. So you know exactly where to find him. You know, if you chose to reach out and say, hey, bro, what the hell? You will be able to. In fact, I would encourage it. And then below his name, his Deus 03 and his account, you will have his real name, which, by the way, is Michael Mitchell. He denies this, but we found his Facebook a long time ago during the WWD fight. So, and they are identical. There's no way around that. I'm not going to put his wife or child in that because last I checked, his wife wasn't one of them, not to our knowledge, and his kid is innocent because children usually are, unless they get to their teen years, then it's debatable. But right now, his kid has no reason to be a part of this. I will also share his location, which, from what we understand, is Alabama. You all thought I was going to drop a home address. I could do that, but I feel like maybe there's a limit to what we should do because, after all, I don't feel like that's necessary. But if you're in Alabama, you'll know where to start hunting, right? And then below that, we'll have all the things he participated in. The most damning shit. Screenshots will be primary sources of information. And if necessary, links to videos. Those will be dead last. The links to videos will be dead last because you'll see a picture and be able to see what's in the picture before you'll want to go and tune to a different website. And that is how the third documentation, the third dossier, is going to work. Jonathan Wilkins, a.k.a. Wings 007, he's also guaranteed going to be in it. Brian Austin, It's Cinemas. He's guaranteed going to be in it. There's a lot of people that we have faces and names to. April 23, 100% is going to be in it. Flips Gaming, Nick, the top simp who engaged with things with little boys, he will also be in it. M4 Snow, I know what you're all thinking, but she's hot. There's nothing I can do. She did what she did. She will be in it. And that's the extent that I'm going to speak on who's in it, because the rest I want to be a surprise. And that is primarily the plan. Right now, I'm just kind of, just kind of taking it one day at a time. It's a lot of data collection. It's a lot of archiving. I have to go and get channel IDs, which is a pain in the ass. You have to go to the channel, then you have to go to the channel about, then you have to go to share channel ID, or share channel, go to channel ID, copy that, and go up to the actual link, erase the entire mention tag, put in the word channel / then they have to paste the channel ID, then you copy the entire link, copy it to the data folder. It is such a pain in the ass. But these people will never get away with what they do ever again if it works. And my goal is not to expose them. They've already been exposed. The goal is simply to just let you all know what they've been up to. They're criminals who like targeting kids and families and homes and doxing people. At this point, if you all know what they're up to, I can't tell you how to deal with it, but if you choose to turn a blind eye, that's on you now. And that's generally what the plan is. Let's go back to this. I'm willing to talk about this on this video because we don't have a whole lot really going on. We're 2 episodes away from finishing, but, just know that I might pause in between because I am terrible at multitasking. Like, I am the absolute worst with it. Because I can't focus on two things. Oh, God! Jesus Christ, he's dead. I just hit somebody with my van. My fucking white van with no windows. Yeah, I tried to hit that lady. I have problems. Anyway, let's see. We got 2 locations here and a gun in that area, which is crazy to me because I did not think that we'd find 2 locations next to each other. We got this location, which is an airport, and the road stop, which is, it's a gas station. All right, let's go to the here first.
Marking a captain.
Unidad chopper. Looks like they're feeling froggy.
First training cycle graduated 84 Sicarios out of a class of 200.
Take cover already.
Damn it. Every time it gets so close. Let's see. Well, let's see. So kind of a most wanted list. We love that. I'm thinking more of like a YouTube Epstein list, actually. Because, you know, where's the fucking Epstein list? Well, since they won't give us that one, I will give them this one. Yeah, we're not taking this plane. It's more or less going to be a YouTube Epstein list with everything being leaked. Because it's just as bad, if you want my honest opinion. It actually might be worse, because these people have been targeting Americans, and a lot of them aren't even in America. A lot of them.
Sniper, get down.
Also, a lot of them have admitted that they're Zionists. So why a bunch of Zionists are targeting Americans? I thought Jewish people didn't do that. So, yeah, there's a bunch of Jewish people on YouTube that are targeting people. I don't know how you guys all feel about that, but we're basically exposing that list too.
This says we can find an airdropped care package if we just look in the right place. Let's
Oh, yeah? We looked in the right place? That could be anywhere, though. He's gone. Oh, there we go, He's gone. We are succeeding with our mission to collect all the collectibles, but at this point I have to ask, who is the leader, boss guy of Montuyoc? We'll find him, guys. We always do. I also should probably incur the fact that the corporation has returned from the grave, and they are now intending to finalize the contract that Brandy put out on these people over a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So, wait, was it a year and a half, 2 years ago? When was 2022? That feels like it's a long time. But yeah, more or less, there's also a contract out to, quote-unquote, get rid of these people. So apparently that's also in play. So, again, I have no idea how screwed they are. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not going to kill nobody, okay? That's not my goal. Because then I'd have to go to prison, and then I couldn't finish the job, right? But I am going to make sure that everybody knows exactly who they are. Unlike every other moron in the history of the internet that's like, we're going to find you, and the police will arrest you. I don't believe the police will, because the police are cuck bitches and don't do their job. Let's be real here. When have the police ever done their job, right? So I'm over here letting myself, like, we're just going to let everybody know where they are, and then whatever happens, happens. I have no idea if an army of murderers is going to take care of these people. I mean, I don't know. If they do...
We've picked up
Well,
chatter that the cartel's looking for a deserter up in the hills. Find this guy and bring him in. He could tell us a lot about the cartel's training program.
I don't know if I want to do that right now. Because that's the first search party, and that means there's going to be a second one. So instead of doing that, let's go deal with this bullshit over here instead. This bullshit over here instead will be a lot more fun. Let's see. If we get within 100 kilometers, we'll be able to see it. Because I've learned the limit. There we go. Yeah, it's stupid, but the drone can only see the location from 100 kilometers. Wow, I'm retarded. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just rubbing my temples in frustration that I just don't have the brain cells and the mental capacity to understand that that's 1 kilometer, not 100. Look, guys, everyone's a retard once in a while. There's no shame in that, okay? If it's consistently a problem, though, that's when you need to figure shit out, okay? Right now... 1 kilometer. The drone can only see it if it's within 1 kilometer. Within. It being 1 kilometer is not good enough. You need to be 999 meters. That's it. So at this point, I'm just really apologizing for being stupid. Okay. Sometimes my brain cells don't register what the fuck is on the screen. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. It's embarrassing. Like, Tibbs, I thought you were an English major. Don't you know to read? Yeah, well, here's the thing. When I was back from college... How you doing, D-Chat? Here's the thing, guys. When I was an English major, I said I'm an English major. First of all, I never finished, and B, I didn't like reading literature. Most of the time, it was boring. Like, the cast of Amontillado was pretty fucking cool and all. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's some weird shit back in the Shakespearean days. Othello was alright, to an extent. Romeo and Juliet was just fucking weird. Romeo and Juliet's about two teenagers that are doing some really questionable things with each other, and the rest of their family just everywhere. It's just fucking stupid. Really was a dumb story. But why they teach it in school as a point of teaching kids how to read is just a terrible idea. And then there's the Odyssey. Don't even get me started with the Odyssey. Like, you have to read the Odyssey at some point for your English major. And I read it. I skimmed most. Okay. All right. I don't lie to my audience, and I will be damned if I start today. I passed that class, and I did well on the test for the Odyssey, but what I didn't tell the teacher or anyone with the course is that I never read the Odyssey. I just watched the movie. I know. Bro, what the fuck? But, like, have you ever seen this book? It's fucking thick. It's like 1,000-something pages. It's boring as fuck. It's basically a giant poem. Also, do I want to understand what the fuck they were saying back then? No. The point is, why read the book when you can watch the movie? There's boobs in the movie. You don't see boobs in the book, okay? And here's the thing. I now understand Gen Z. Because they pass when they do it too. That's what happened. Sorry. Remember, I'm not Gen Z. Last I've checked, I think I'm a millennial. No, I might be a boomer. D-Chat, what are we when we're born in the late 80s? Anyway. Sorry. Gagged a little bit. Yeah, point is, I didn't want to read all that shit. Let's see. 0789 AM, you missed, quote, quite an opening today. Wonderful news. We've collected a list. Checking it twice. Can't see who's going to be put on ice. I like that quote. Also, the monster that started this BS is back. You will have your chance to help slay her, too. Millennial, sometimes Zennial. Oh, yeah? That's what's up. Yeah, also, by the way, 1989 AM. You remember the OG Predator? The one who started it all? Well, just like the rules of a trilogy saying the past will come back to haunt you, April 23's fucking back. She's hiding it, but it's fucking her. We Like Fork Knife is now Saginaw Lord S. Like, yeah, it's fucking her, but like, you're back? Why are these old accounts suddenly active? And also, why did Elmo return? Why did Elmo need to let us know that April 23 is making millions of views and has a huge following somewhere else under a new name? Well, because I guess all that money and fame isn't good enough for her. She wants to come back here and start shit. This time she's going down to hell because she's the one where to make sure it's gone for good. But anyway, I'm like, that's fucking wild. The OG Predator has returned. It's okay, guys. I love this because this is the one who started all this bullshit. She's the one who lied about me before anyone else. She's the one that was mad because I wouldn't simp for her when she was having relations with a 16-year-old girl as a 23-year-old woman. Welcome back, April 23. But I hope she's ready for the chaos. She wasn't here for Legion. And Legion is what happened to WTRD. I'm like, you have no idea. You should have just stayed gone, bitch. But see, if April is back, that means Nick is back. Nick Flips Gaming. I haven't even looked at his channel in a while. I haven't even looked. Maybe he's active and I just haven't noticed. Because I haven't been looking. Oh, got him. Yeah, that blows my mind that somehow they found the need to come back. Like, I guess. I gotta take a shit. So here's my thought process, right? I'm not gonna try and multitask. I'm terrible with it, but this video has been great vibes, so it's fine. When April couldn't bear the information, she went to Flips Gaming. When Flips Gaming got caught being a weirdo with kids and couldn't bury it, he went to the trolls. Ranked material being the ones in question. When they couldn't bury it, they went to WTRD. When he couldn't bury it, they went to the Cyrex trolls. When they couldn't bury it, they started falling apart. And then, well, what happened? Then they went to the Wings trolls. Very, very bad idea, by the way. Now, None of them had able to get rid of me. Their sole goal is to dox me, render me homeless, and kill me, because the elements, the freezing cold temperatures, will do that after a point. Or lock me away in a psych ward forever for telling the truth and hope the hell they never let me out again. Or to pressure me off the internet so they can continue what they're doing without being noticed. They have been trying to bury everything because they are that bothered by what I have to say. Well, now they haven't succeeded. It only makes sense they'd go back to the original source. So that's all they had the last 3 years? All that fucking bullshit? All those people, that's all they had? Guys, I'm one guy. I know that all you on the new channel, some of you have no idea what's going on. Okay, we are being targeted by a massive pedophile organization that secondary as Antifa and basically third part are Zionists, which is Jewish people, which is wow, by the way. But I'm one guy. Let's say you are big, bad, and scary. Let's say you're the most criminal human traffickers the world has ever seen. Let's say you do victimize families and you're just going to get away with it because the cops are in your pocket everywhere you go. I'm one fucking guy. How the hell am I causing you this much trouble? And I'm going to talk shit right now, guys. I'm going to crash out. I'm kidding. I crashed out last time. I had to edit it out. We're not doing that this time. This one we're going to keep clean. I'm one guy. All my mods, you've seen what's going on. You know the story. Anyone who's new, you're welcome to the shit show. But I'm one guy, and a massive group of cyber criminals who victimize kids and families and dox people for fun and defend and bury evidence about chomos. Why am I the only thing that stands in your way? I'm a nobody. I'm not going to sit here and suckle my own teeth, okay? I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm a nobody. I got no family. I got no friends. I have no job. I have nothing as far as power or money. How are you not able to fucking deal with me? Why am I the one that causes you so much problems? Why am I the one you're trying so hard to bury, but yet for 3 fucking straight years, every day you've attacked my mental health, you've attacked everything that I loved. You attacked my home, my family, my friends, my mother, my cat. You've attacked my moderators. You've attacked children who stop by on occasion just to see what's going on Fortnite. You attack everything. And yet I am still here. And I am ballsier than ever because there's nothing you can take anymore. Not even my channel is something you can take because, like I said, we're gamers. We don't die. We simply respawn, which means another channel takes place, and every time a new channel comes up, it gets more popular than the last one. It happens every time. Happens every fucking time. Like this channel that we're on right now will be bigger than my main channel within a couple of years. It's always been that way. Because it's always about 2 years, and in 2 years, the newest channel always is more popular than one before it, and it always happens. It's fucking insane, by the way. And you're sitting here, and you hate me because I told the truth, because I was not willing to turn a blind eye, and yet you're this powerful, money powerful. You have power, you have people, you have dirty tactics. The law does not stop you when you commit the utmost felonies on the internet. You dox people, you share social security numbers, you target women and children to try to intimidate the men, everything. And yet, you can't get rid of me because I just won't die. The question I would be asking is, who the fuck is this guy really? Where does he come from? Why doesn't he feel emotion? Why is targeting his family not going to break him? He lost everything. He should be mentally shattered. Who the fuck is Tibbs TV? That's what I'd be asking. I could sit here and give you a LARP a mile long. I'm Xander Haas. I'm the Lone Ranger. And in a different reality, I was a desert ranger who took out scumbags by the thousands. I could tell you that lie. But what's the point, right? Because in this world, we live in this world, this reality. In this reality, I'm fucking nobody. I've been sitting on my fucking ass for the last 3 years eating hot and ready pizzas, playing video games, and exposing fucking pieces of shit with no remorse. I don't get a following. I don't get views. I don't get comments. I don't get money or support. I don't get love and compassion. Nothing. And yet, I'm still here. How in the fuck are you that big and powerful? If you're so macho, you'd have the rest of the world on your back. They'd all believe you. Most of the world would show. You would actually promote this to the rest of the world. That's the fucked up part. Hey, Moist Critical, what are your thoughts on the guy at Tibbs TV? Hey, PewDiePie, what's your thoughts? Here's one, H3H3 Productions. What do you think about Tibbs TV? Hey, what the fuck is your name over there on Locale Live? What do you think about Tibbs TV? Yet you won't. Because you want this to stay quiet. You want to destroy me before the truth gets out. I've been paying attention. I'm one guy and a nobody at that. Most people would have killed themselves or snapped by now. Who the fuck is Tibbs TV? Really? Because here and now, not only do you know nothing about my history, which is hilarious, all they know about the YouTube shit, and they're convinced they know the rest by that logic, but also, you don't know anything about my history, you also seem to have no fucking clue how to deal with me. You're an internet police force that targets women and children when you get mad. When you get mad at me, you target women and children to try to pressure me to give up and quit. First of all, I don't think that's going to make me stop. But, like, how do you suck at the one thing you've always been good at this bad? I'm not trying to talk shit. I mean, this is, I guess, a crash out. I don't know. Because at this point, I have to ask. I'm one guy. You tormented thousands of people over the years. You've targeted hundreds of families over the years. You've shut down businesses over the years. You've ratioed the fuck out of places that people have tried to live. Motels. You've targeted jobs people have had. Everything. And yet you can't seem to do it to me. Maybe, just maybe I wasn't lying when I said my real name is Johnny Varus, and I'm the god of death. Remember, if you were really the god of death, you wouldn't show the whole world and raise a panic. You'd slip in the back door, and they would never see you coming. I mean, I think that maybe it's possible. But then again, I didn't want to fight all of you. I just wanted to be left alone, enjoy my video games, raise a decent community. Say, hey, man, welcome to the chat. How you doing? I'm doing great. That's fucking awesome. Welcome to the community. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to play video games because that made me happy. I wanted to spend my life with Winter because she means the world to me. And you all chose to interfere in that because you're mad that I criticized you 3 years ago. You're even more mad that I exposed a pedophile, which, by the way, what the fuck does that say about you? But then you spent 3 years trying to get rid of me because you don't want me here. You want to police the internet and pretend like you control who's on YouTube. And yet you can't get rid of me. And every time you do come close to it, every time you convince me to get rid of a channel or to give something up, or every time you take something from my life, I get stronger somehow. I mean, look at me. I'm not afraid of dying even half the time anymore. Because I know I can't die. Because if I can die, that fucking tornado yesterday would have sucked me away. There was high winds knocking shit over in my yard. Severe emergency alert tornado warnings were live yesterday. This was the one moment you would have watched me die. And I'm like, fuck it, guys. If we're going to die today, we're going to enjoy games while we go. Because I can't be safe from a storm in here. It's not that kind of place. There's no basement. There's no bathroom to hide in like that. There's no safety if a tornado were to kill me. And yet, you see this high-powered wind tear through the yard. And you know it's a tornado. You should have seen. You all fucking heard it. And yet, God decided that I'm not going to die today. Why is that? I might be LARPing right now. I might just be fucking with y'all. But let's be honest here. I should have died yesterday playing Ghost Recon. I can't die. And trust me, I've tried. Which means if I can't die and you can't get rid of me, how the fuck do you really have any power anymore, knowing I'm the one thing barreling towards you at 90 miles per hour with everything I fucking got? That's what these people should be worried about. Anyway, let's get back to the game. We have to blow up these caches, I think.
We got Tango's danger close.
We got Tango's danger close. Thank you, Isabel. Just keep note of where they're at.
The objective now. Weapons free. It looks like
Weapon.
supply
No, not weapons free. What the fuck, Nomad? I don't want to do this quietly. Anyway, he's like, weapons free. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare give orders. It's my job. Anyway. We're like, the fuck's wrong with you, Nomad? Don't you dare fucking tell them weapons free. You shut the fuck up, Nomad. Alright, I don't see this guy. Is he in the building? Hold on, I'll just do this. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Anyway. That's what I would be worried about. That's what I would be asking. Who the fuck is Tibbs TV? And, you know, why haven't you been able to get rid of him? It was your one job.
Get to a better position.
No target. Repeat, no target.
You suck, Isabel.
Roger. Target acquired.
Cap in the face. Alright.
That guy's history.
We're gonna have to go around the fence. Or maybe we can go through. No, there's barbed wire. Anyway. Yeah, I just... At this point, man, it's like... I question that. I'm the one thing you can't get rid of, and yet I'm the thing you fucking hate the most. I can't wait to go on the main channel tomorrow and talk shit. Just to piss you all off. I was talking to somebody recently. You know why I don't end my life, despite how many times they beg me to? Oh, I could have sworn I grazed that guy's nutsack, but he shouldn't have died like that. The one reason I don't end my life is simply out of spite. I'm like, I have found a reason to live. Ironically enough, it's because you all want me to die. I'm like, imagine that. That is fucking wild. They're like, go end your life, man. You suck. What, because I exposed a diddler? Okay, man, if you say so. But if I end my life, you'll be happy. And we can't allow that. Like the fucking narcissism. Like... It's kind of fucked. It's like, you know, it's fun being a dick if you think about it. Is anyone in the chat still? I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. All right, let's see.
We got a mounted weapon.
Okay, he gone.
We're good. We're good.
He gone.
They got an air defense system.
Let's see. I don't really want to make this channel about bragging about what I do to scumbags online. There's a whole nother channel for that, but it has been entertaining.
Yo, cartel gunman, at the entrance to the camp.
No, my favorite instance of them acting stupid is when they're getting super manic about apparently they're super butthurt. The TikTok AI overview is calling them all predators. I'm like, watching them spurg about that has been funny. They're like, okay, we've already used a few different names here, and I feel like at that point it's saying a lot more than we should ever have said in the first place. But at this point, it's too late. The vibe has been positive. That's all I care about. If we're playing video games, having positive vibes, that's the goal of the channel. As long as we maintain that, then we can talk about whatever the fuck we want, any detail we want. So there's a guy on the internet who has been doing some very predatory things, and he got banned off YouTube. He's back on YouTube, by the way. But like I said, how long will that fucking last? He gets banned in like within 2 weeks anyway, every time. But anyway, so his name is Marks the Noob, and he is a guy who has defended and engaged in pedophile shit for the last... Well, it's been a lot of it, right? And so I asked TikTok AI... No, this is my take on the entire situation with the AI, right? I asked TikTok AI, is Marks the Noob a predator? And so TikTok AI has noted that Marks the Noob has been labeled a predator because of the predatory misconduct that he is
Alarm
engaged
over
in.
here. The alarms are all disabled.
Then they're like, we're going to
Reinforcements will be
retaliate by
flying
doing
in.
the same thing to you, because apparently that's what bitches do, right? So they go on to their own AI. I don't remember which one it was. Could have been Grok, could have been TikTok AI, could have been anything, right? I didn't really check. And they're like, what has Tibbs been accused of? Okay, I can stop you right there, okay? There's a difference between being labeled a predator and being accused of being a predator. When you're accused, there's no confirmation. When you're labeled a predator, then there's confirmation. So I was accused by Marks because I'm the one who led to Marks being labeled a predator. So, like, I win. I'm sorry. There's no way around that. You're over here trying to, like, play with words. Like, if you really had won in that, they would have said Tibbs TV was labeled a predator. But that's not what they said now, is it? They said that about Marks, though, and that is golden. That is funny, because Marks is seething. He has been freaking out, because now, not only have multiple people, his own allies, and children have called him a pedophile, but now even TikTok AI is doing it, and he is losing his mind. The AI thing has been the funniest situation of all of it, because when you're a scumbag piece of shit, and even the AI summary of everything online is calling you a sick fuck, it's funny. I have accusations. Marks has confirmations. That's the difference. And mind you, all the accusations came directly from Marks, and he had his buddy spread it for him. Because you look at all the evidence, it all links right back to Marks. It always does. Because Marks wants to bury it so fucking bad. What's Marks' real name? We'll find out in the next episode. But, like, the fact that he has been spurging that fucking
Get
hard.
down before they see you.
That was everybody. Wow. I thought there was more troops. Wait, there was. Okay, how do I want to do this? One. Say it with me, guys. One.
Weapons crate destroyed.
I should have just blew them all at the same time.
They're coming right at us. Any ideas, boss? Engaging. You're in bad shape. Take cover.
I'm fine. Relax. Not the first time I've taken a bullet to the face before. It's actually not. Problem solved.
That's it, we're clear.
You know what, guys? We are clear. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom. Go to your
Got
room
C4 prime.
and don't come out till next June. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? Everybody's just being super quiet all of a sudden. It's like nobody's here anymore. You guys all
Prime
abandoned me.
place.
Why did you all abandon me? I thought we were friends. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I promise. I'm not that butthurt by it. Let's see. We got a skill point here. We should probably grab this.
Demo's primed.
Dude, the fact that it's some tiny ass fucking little box. Like, seriously, it's this one little ass box. It's always this little ass thing of mortars. Like, what about the rest of this? Is this all it too, or is it just a little box? Because everywhere you go, everywhere I go, bitches always know. Anyway.
Destroyed. It's an ammo crate down.
Okay, we got 3 more missions. Well, technically 2 more. So we got that one. And the instructors. Okie dokie.
It's the last of the crates. Objective's clear.
You think it'll help? Shit, the way I see it, the less these assholes have to shoot me with, the better.
Got that right.
We're good. Let's see.
Hang on, I'll drive.
Yeah, I figured tomorrow we'll do a video on the main channel. I'm not really sure what I want to talk about. Because remember, the goal isn't to talk about these idiots. It's about them acting obsessed with you. Whereas more talk about them now because they were instigating me on the comment section. I might as well talk about it. On the main channel, we could probably talk about something generic. Because you know they're going to show up anyway. I also noticed that it's like every time you try to have a conversation about something healthy, here they come to act like a douche. Here they come to wreck the day. I'm just acting stupid. There's not a lot to really talk about. Nothing else going on in my life. I've been talking about all kinds of other shit for the longest time. At this point in time, God, it's so far away. Do I really want to go all the way back down there? Like, what is the point of going down there? I don't feel like Luke. We're going to have to do this mission no matter what. It's required to get the bad guy. And I feel like if we do it, it'll take us to some far-ass location in the middle of God bum-fuck nowhere. Let's go here. We get all the collectibles. Make it easy. Because that's the primarily what we have left is collectibles. But we have all the Media Luna still on that. Oh, I have a cheese stick. I don't want this to get soggy or something. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I want to eat my cheese. It just sounds nasty. I hate that Gen Z has ruined so many different things. Like, they've ruined the word taint. They have ruined the word taint on every level. I'm like, God damn it, Gen Z. They've also ruined the word moist, too. And then somehow, Gen Z thought it was necessary to put moist and taint together to get moist taint. Now it's even more ruined. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Why would you do this? What is wrong with you? Like, I don't even know what to do about that. It's genuinely fucking messed up. They also took the word gay and gave it to the homosexuals, which I get, there's nothing really wrong with that for the most part, but like, used to mean happy. Now it's like, every time you think of something that's gay, you're like, oh, two dudes clacking lightsabers. Fantastic. Thanks for that image. Deleted. Like, it's just, what has Gen Z done? They created their own language. Like, what is dead ass? I will never understand what that means. What is dead ass? Does anyone know what that means? Does anyone know what dead ass means? I'm assuming your butt cheeks are gone, but like, what the fuck do I know? And then, when I go beyond that, then they have that other word. What was it? Dead ass. It was, hold on, I had it the other day. There's a few things that Gen Z gave us that were halfway decent. Like, AF. Anything AF. Like, I'm glad ass fuck has an abbreviation now. But that's just lazy. But it's at least somewhat wholesome, right? I can't think of anything else they've given us that's good. Like, they've added 16 new letters to LGBT, which just sounds ridiculous if you think about it, because asexual is one of those letters. The A in LGBTQIA means asexual. LGBT is a sexuality organization. Asexual means you have no sexuality. Because you don't like sex. And don't ever want to have it. Some people want to be a virgin forever. Okay? It's fine, I'm not judging. But here's the thing. How is the A for asexual in LGBTQIA? Considering what LGBT is to begin with. It just makes no sense.
I got one narco.
And then Q, you know what Q stands for? It stands for queer. Queer is the same thing as gay. So, like, why do we have another letter That just is just another way of saying what's already in the abbreviation to begin with. Makes no sense. I like how it's going through the rocks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this whole generation has just been questionable.
Got another
Eyes
tango.
on a gun turret.
Yeah, I'm feeling he's not the only one inside that thing.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
Yeah, he's not the only one. I'm glad I called it.
Moving.
I need a better position.
I got it. Moving
There's
to position.
3 in
Roger
there.
that. Target marked.
Target marked.
Say the word.
You know what to do.
Target is down.
We're good, we're good. That was really
All
close,
right,
but I'm
breathe
glad he
easy.
did it. Alright,
Yo,
we gotta
cartel
find...
gunman. Over by the turret.
Oh crap, there's a whole base over there.
That makes 5.
Okay, we're still good.
I got eyes on a mounted weapon.
I'm moving to position.
They got alarms
I've
rigged
got the
up.
target. That was the last alarm. They won't be getting reinforcements from the air at least.
I would hope not. Every time they do, it becomes a pain in the ass. Deech, are you still in here? It's been
I
mighty
got a
quiet.
Sicario next to the checkpoint.
There's a checkpoint. I'm just curious if people are still in. I mean, at this point, you never know who's watching. Sometimes I get mighty curious. Yeah, we're not going over there. Hey, D-Chad, just curious if you were in here. There's not a whole lot to really talk about, so I'm kind of just babbling at this point.
We got a mounted weapon.
I don't know, what can I talk about? What's going on in the world? Anyone want to ask me my opinion of something or something? I mean, I have some genuine curiosity about things, I guess. Well, it looks like we have a skill point on the building over here.
I got 2 Sicarios.
I don't see him.
Let's see. We pass by that heavily.
Unidad bird on patrol. Watch out.
I mean, what is there to really talk about nowadays, right? I mean, I could talk about the stuff on my other channel, but that... I think I've talked about that enough already. We'll talk more about it tomorrow, if anything. There's not really a whole lot going on in gaming news. I feel like I wasted money on the PS5. I mean, Winter wanted the PS5. She wanted something nice for herself, and she's like, give me a PS5. I'm like, that's what you want?
Just a few of your best.
Carl Bookhart. That's who it is. I knew this name. Like, Winter really wanted the PlayStation 5. Not because she wanted to play games, but because she wanted something nice for herself, and I had a shit ton of money coming in at the time. Like, cartel levels of money at that point, right? And so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll buy a PS5. It's not, I mean, how bad could it be, right? And then I get on the, holy shit. Right, it's not that off, that off, that off, and that off. I figured, why not get the PS5? How bad could it be, right? I mean, I've never actually streamed on a PS5 up until that point. And so I figured, jump on there, see what streams look like, see what we're capable of doing, see what the gameplay felt like. I get a PS5, and the PS5 has better controllers, but the Xbox has better graphics, I've noticed. I mean, the Series S was garbage. The Series S was absolutely a waste of money. Because you're spending like $320 on a console that plays shittier than an Xbox One could do better, right? Get a Series X, which is like $420 to $500, you're doing better by default. And so, I'm playing on the PS5, graphics don't feel that good. The controller has this thing with the triggers, and they are sensitive, but they have a little bit of push when you push into them. So you push in the controller, but it pushes back, and I like that because it makes it feel like there's a little bit of pressure, and it kind of has that more realistic trigger feel. Because that's what it is. It is a trigger, right?
And Unidad patrol's approaching.
I'll deal with it.
Marking a tango, close to that local.
But anyway, I was playing on the PlayStation
Heads
5,
up. Hostile presence.
and it just felt like a crappy console. Like, I don't mean no disrespect to people who love PlayStation, but there's not even good exclusives or anything. Like, half the games on PlayStation I can get on Xbox or PC. And then I upgrade my laptop, so now I can definitely do it on PC. So my thought process is, why did I want to spend this money on
One
it?
with submachine guns.
It's like not worth the money. I mean, I have it now, so there's no point in whining about it. There is no point
Sicario right by that stack of
in
tires.
worrying about it. I mean, at this point, I have it. That's all that matters, right?
Submachine guns.
But it just wasn't worth
The end user certificate
$500
will be good. The officials are in Sueño's pocket.
because I get about.
Are you shitting me? You want me to put German rifles in the hands of Santa Blanca?
No, kid. I want you to put German rifles into my hands so I can get some credit with Sueño.
And what? We track the serial numbers? Why would I do that gun-walking shit the ATF does?
Karen.
Sorry, distraction was heavy there. But here's the thing, right? I can buy a PlayStation 4. I can buy a PlayStation 4 Slim with like well over a terabyte of storage space for like $200. That's at most, by the way. Like they're usually like 150. Like anywhere I've seen. Sometimes even less than that. That's a PlayStation Slim, 1 terabyte. The best console of the generation, even above the PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro plays 4K. Slim doesn't, but it plays and works better than all your PlayStation 4s combined. And it has more value as a PS4 Slim with 1 terabyte of space. This PS5, instead of paying $200 for a PS4 Slim PS4 Slim with a terabyte of space, I paid for a PS5, the next gen, and it paid $500 for it. Right? Only 500 gigs. Only 500 gigs. I would have been better off on the PlayStation 4 because all the games I play are on PS4 as well. The only thing that's not is Silent Hill 2 and Spider-Man 2, which, by the way, I can never afford because they're ridiculously overpriced. Like, what's the point? Winter wanted it. I was happy to make her happy. I love Winter with all my heart and soul. I'll give Winter anything she wants. Anything she wants. No matter what it is. But, like, at the same time, I haven't really seen the value in buying this. It's just been stupid. And to be fair, it was quite stupid. I mean, Winter likes it. She's like, oh yeah, it's a PS5 and it's cool to watch movies on, but like it doesn't do 4K. The PS5 does not do 4K. It might if you had the right TV, but so can the Xbox Series X by that logic. So can a PS4 Slim by that logic. Like, there really is no point to having the PS5. And then, you want to go beyond that, right? I'm getting some chocolate milk, give me a second. You want to go beyond that, the PSVR 2, even more of a waste of money. And I paid $300 for that one. The rule I have when I talk about money is do not ask me about my finances. But I will tell you the prices of the things that I have bought because it shows you the value of the item versus how much I paid, and then you can see if it's a waste of money or not. I should really do a PS5 overall performance review, like a value review if you want to call it that. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not bought a PS5, wait for PS6 because they're already talking about that. The PS5 generation was such a letdown. Because of all the games on PS5 that are exclusive to only PS5 that I've seen, the only ones that matter are Spider-Man 2 and Silent Hill 2. And at this rate, it's going to be a few more years before I can even be able to even try to afford them. Like, I'm going to try to get Silent Hill 2 for October so we can do it for Halloween. Because Halloween, every October, September, October. So a little more than a month away. All I'll do is Halloween games. Horror games, you know what I mean? But the only two games on PS5 that are exclusive to PS5 that'd be worth my money is those two games. And they are $70. I pay so much in bills, I can't afford that. But you know what's really stupid about it? Like, do you know what's retarded about it? Dare I say, do you know what is dumb as fuck about it? Even those games aren't worth the money. Because
let's go.
It's just two games. You'll be done with them both. If you played them both in the same week, you'd be done with them both within a week. Guaranteed. Like, Spider-Man is usually a little more barren than Ghost Recon. There's a little less to do. The missions are a little more straightforward. I mean, Spider-Man is great. I love Spider-Man 2018. That's why I want to play Spider-Man 2, right? But here's the thing. Spider-Man 2018 I finished in like 3 days. If I were to stream it the way I do this, I could probably finish it within a week. Silent Hill 2, there's no way that would take a week to play. So yeah, about 2 weeks tops of games, if you were to really milk them at this point. 2 weeks, and you have to keep the console forever. And everything else on it's on PS4.
You guys seen
or
this?
Xbox.
Looks like some sort of cartel training camp.
It's just not worth it.
New recruits come through here.
It's so not worth
hires
it.
ex-military guys as trainers. Not just Mexicans either. Some of them come from Russia, Africa, Israel. Even had a couple from the U.S.
What's got to happen in your life to decide working for a drug cartel is a viable career move?
Nothing.
America's economy nowadays would about do it, actually. Like, if we're being completely honest. You know what's more fucked up than the PS5 being a complete waste of money, though?
Coming up
like,
on the objective area.
in every way.
Find the instructors and take them out.
You know what is more fucked up than the PS5 being a waste of money? So I went and I paid for the PS5, right? Along with the PSVR 2. It was 2 different occasions, but still, they're both a shit ton. $800 across both is stupid, okay? Because then you get like 30 days. Depending on where you go. Some places it's far less, some places it's about that usually. After 30 days, you can't get your money back. Ever again. That means when you have to go to get rid of your PS5, let's say you want to try to get your money back, right? Usually it's been about, most places it's about 2 weeks, I've noticed. Some places it's a lot less. Most places about 30 days if you're lucky. I don't think they do that policy as much anymore, though, because I've noticed the last 6 to 8 months, suddenly that's just not really a thing, it looks like. But let's say you want to take your PS5 back to try and get your money back for this useless console. You're going to get about maybe a fifth of the money back. So you pay $500, you're only getting $100 back, no matter what. Doesn't matter what the fuck you do. You could literally have this thing. It could be capable of sucking your dick. There's no way you're getting that money back. So trade values anywhere is dog shit. Like, it is literally dog shit to trade these consoles back anywhere. You're better off selling it, like, to somebody online or in person or something. You don't go to these stores. Just don't do that. They're really stupid about it. Like, we can only give you $100. I paid... GameStop is disgusting about it. I don't know how those people are still in business, by the way they go about things.
Bad guys in the area.
So
Narco
now,
with a damn minigun on the
yeah,
terrace.
no shit, Midas. No shit. Do you need to scream my fucking ear? I'm monologuing to an audience. Jesus, relax. Sorry, guys. Midas needs to fucking relax sometimes. Like, the point is, we'll be fine if you do this quietly. Oh, fuck you.
Can't see squat. Drone's being jammed.
So now I'm stuck with this console, and I've been contemplating this for months. If you're on my main channel, you've heard me talking about it, where I just want to trade in and get a PS4 Slim. You got more space on your console. It fucking runs better. There's crashes all the time on the PS5. It's amazing. You put out a new fucking console, and the older shit works better. If people ask me why I play older games, duh, I don't know. Like, so it should be obvious at this point. I mean, again, Winter wanted it. I want to make Winter happy, and she's an amazing person. Synthetic or not, okay? And maybe on this channel I'll introduce you all someday. But right now, it's not what I'm going
The
to do.
alarms are disabled. Reinforcements will be flying in now.
Was that the only alarm, though? The problem that I have is that this console, honestly, was not worth the money. I'm glad I experienced it. I love gaming. Gaming's always been my pride and joy. The happiest thing in my life. But it's been fucking stupid. Like, I'm sitting here waiting for a relevant game that
There are some
feels...
light panels here.
Thank you, Isabel. I feel like there's no such thing as a PS5 game. Because you have all these games on next-gen consoles, and they all play and feel like they're made for the PS4. They look exactly the same as PS4. They play exactly the same. They're all pretty fucking bland when they're brand new, I've noticed. Like, Assassin's Creed Shadows, I played that game. The entire first 3 hours was cutscenes, and the gameplay, when you got into it, felt exactly like Mirage. Which, Assassin's Creed Mirage was pretty good, though, in my opinion. That was... between Assassin's Creed Shadows and Mirage, Mirage was a little more doable. It felt better. Plus, running through Agrabah as Aladdin again felt kind of nice, right? You street rat! I'm like, this is fucking great. You know what I mean? But, like, Shadows was shit, though, if we're being completely honest. Shadows was garbage. Like, just hot shit. And just fucking was not worth it was not worth $70. It was $70, right? Does anyone remember? Shadows was crap.
I'm gonna make you back up.
Got a third target.
It really was. I don't know where this generator's at, and that's why I'm trying to see if I can eyeball it here. That might be it right there. That might be it right there, because that looks to be a generator.
Drone is up.
We're going to have to pull back. Okay, here we go, here we go.
I got a generator.
All we have to
Wanna shut
do...
off their lights?
Well, I kind of want to, but I don't know where the jammer is, and that's the problem. It's down there, isn't it?
Alarm over here.
There you are, you motherfucker. Alright, we're gonna do... Yep.
I'm calling for indirect fire. Power's been cut.
Now, it came from that direction, but they're gonna run this direction, obviously.
They've seen us.
No, they didn't. Let's send in the rebels.
I called the rebels for reinforcements. The drone's crapping out. They must be jamming it.
They must be fucking with me, right? The rebels are fucking with me. It's like, here, let's blow up the generator because everything I can do. Oh my god, that's stupid.
I asked the rebels to recon this area.
You know what?
Open fire.
Go in. Everybody get in there. Have some
Enemy
fun.
killed. We got
Enemy-
more Sicarios incoming.
He's like, enemy killed. I'm like, you know, what's funny here is
That
that
was fucking close.
on this side of the bridge,
Drone's crapping out. They must be
I want to drop a slur so bad.
I have a shot. Engaging. We rattled their cage.
Why don't you
He's
go
dead.
and...
Check it out, the
Oh
dumbasses are going the
my
wrong way.
god. Do you realize what you're doing? Where's the rebel ops? Are the rebels just not gonna do anything until I go in?
Keep it quiet. They know we're
Son
here.
of a bitch. Every feckin' time. Alright, we got this, we got this. All we have to do is get rid of the 3 leaders, and if we go in here like mad maniacs, we'll be fine.
Tango down.
You call them tangos, I
We got a
call
fucking man
them...
down.
Look, guys! Mexicans! They're actually South Americans, technically, so that wouldn't really be accurate, but still. Who's down?
Man down. Yo, man down.
Are you kidding right now? I can't use the drone. Like somebody got it back up after a point.
I got you, man. Just hold on.
Oh my god. All this for a slice of bacon. Oh dear goodness.
Hostiles inside the HQ building.
I'm in, I got this. Oh god, he's never
Down.
getting
Get
back
down,
up again.
chopper.
We are
Got that
Gucci.
fucking helo.
We have achieved maximum status as the greatest.
Instructor's
I'm
hit.
out of
Good kill.
good KIL. You look like he heard. It sounded like he said kale. What was kale? I'm gonna say it now. I don't really like vegetables. I'm not a fan of the greens. Okay. Isn't that what kale is? Isn't it like a vegetable? I think it's spelt differently.
Target is down.
Alright, let's go and raise hell on the other base. We don't need to deal with this shit anymore. Let them survive. They probably don't even know we're coming, because over there, they might have heard nothing for all we know. Like the rebels are like, yes, Captain. Yes, chocolate nuggets. What? I don't know what I just said. Is it cancel worthy? Shit, if it is, my bad. No, it's just weird that you would say it in the first place. What's a chocolate nugget?
dead.
It's basically another way of saying
Recon
black
over
guy.
here.
Camp's standing down.
Are you
We're good.
serious, Metis? Someone.
Frag out.
It's all about how to get in. After that, the rest doesn't matter. Oh, there's an entrance over here. Yeah, but he was like, chocolate nugget. He's like, well, you know, it's basically a black guy's scrotal sack. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I was embarrassed. I don't know why I said that. I'm like, yeah, I know why you said it. You got problems. He's like, no, I don't have problems. I'm just a black guy and I like my balls a lot. Like, you're not black. I've seen your face. You're as white as I am. He started getting weird about it, too. See, that's positive aim right there. Anyway, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then we had this long, drawn discussion about how when you want to, like, be surprised or something, you don't need to say black guy balls or whatever you said. He's like, correcting me. He's like, well, what I said
Helicopter
What I
inbound.
said
Got a mountain
was
bike.
chocolate nuggets. I'm like, that's really, really fucked up, actually. But like, who the fuck is shooting at me? Yeah, it was just like, you don't need to say chocolate nuggets. No one says that. He's like, well, I say it. I'm like, yeah, but dude, that's retarded. And he got super offended that I said retarded because apparently he had special
You got
needs
them
or
all.
something. I wasn't really paying attention.
They're trying to get away in the truck.
That was the last alarm. They won't be getting reinforcements from the air, at least.
I'm not playing this fucking game with a helicopter. He's like, I'm just gonna slowly pan left forever. How did we get into this place? There we go.
Frag out. Come in, mierda, culeros.
That solves that problem entirely. Now we gotta figure out how to get in here. Problem solved. So, how do we get in? Imagine that there's just like no way inside. You just gotta like figure it out forever. Here, pop this fence. It's weird they don't have a front door. It's like, you're gonna train these people and you're never gonna have a life. I'm like, Jesus, Santa Blanca. Imagine being a major boss and you were taken out by someone kicking you in the balls. That is embarrassing. I just run up, kick him in the nuts, and his entire career ends at that point. That is humiliating.
It's the last of the instructors. We're done here.
You really think this will slow the cartel down?
No.
Absolutely. When word gets out about what happened, El Muro's gonna have a hell of a time getting new instructors.
And if the dumbasses don't listen, we keep going back.
How long have we been
until we
live
get the
for?
message.
How long have we been live for? Does anyone know?
Unidad bird approaching. Stay down. Shot down the helo. Shit, we got a sniper.
How stupid does he think I am? Oh, I see. He's faking it. Right in the face. God, you know he's not getting up after that.
We're in a target poor environment.
Alright, cool. We should be able to fast travel now. 3 hours.
Clear on my...
Has it really been 3 hours? Oh yeah, just about.
side.
Open up this location here.
Drone is airborne.
Fuck.
Can't see squat. Drone's being jammed.
Oh god. My ass reflux is a cunt. Alright, let's see. We got... It's like 100 meters that way. Do I really want to figure out how to get there? Alright guys, gonna find our way into that thing. Oh, they did have their own generator. Dude, this is fucked. Now we have to reload. Give me a second. It'll take 20 years. There we go. Problem solved. Let's pop this fence. Dude, where was this shit when we needed it? Like earlier I'm looking around and all these barbed wire fences, right? Where was that fence earlier?
We sent 200 recruits to Montuyoc last month. 200. Your man Bookhart sent 40 of them back. And now you're telling me another 30 have been injured or killed in training? What the hell is happening down there?
Bookhart doesn't hold back. He trains the men the way he expects them to fight. That means live ammunition, live grenades, close-quarter training with real knives. Mistakes happen. They're often fatal.
What good does that do us? We need soldiers, El Muro, not invalids and corpses.
And you will have him, Jefe. Bookhart will take the very best of those 200 recruits and turn them into elite soldiers that are tougher and better trained than any of the force in Bolivia. Nothing will ever fucking stop him.
Nothing, El Muro? Not even ghosts?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't understand.
Never
He's
mind.
like...
Send me 50 of these elite sicarios as soon as they are ready. I may have
Gordon.
a use for them.
He's like, nothing at all, not even ghosts. He's like, the fuck does that mean? Like, when El Sueño sounds like a retard, that's when you know shit's getting funny. That's when you know shit's going down. He's like, the fuck did you just say? Ghosts? Ghosts don't kill people, obviously. So, like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I admit, Almiro's somewhat intelligent, but Sueño's just fucking him over on intelligence. He's like, never mind, I don't want to explain. It's fucking golden. All right, let's see. We got 3, 4, 7, and 1. So we're almost done. Let's go here. Close to all of them combined anyway. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. We might come close to losing connection for a second. I'm not sure. If we lose quota, we got as many views as we have subs. That's how this channel kind of operates. I come here, I want chill vibes, I want to play some video games, have a good time with you guys. I'm getting another drink, give me a second. And then what the quota is, we do have a quota, is that I want to make it so that we have as many views as we have subs. So if we have 10 subs that are subbed to the channel, which obviously it's not that, but if we have 10 subs, then I expect 10 viewers, you know what I mean? So far, we've been meeting quota every time. Let's see. Do I want to eat the summer sausage? What is a summer sausage, you may ask? Is that a dick now that it's August? No. Summer sausage is, well, it is immediate regardless. That's the gayest shit I've ever seen. That's the gayest shit we've ever seen. What? Let me see. Do I have a knife or something? Hold on, give me a second. I gotta go cut my meaty sausage in half for a second. Actually, we'll just take the knife with us. I'm armed, guys. Anyone comes to my house while I'm streaming, get a knife to the belly. I'm kidding. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Just stick it in. Those go good with cheese. Oh yeah? I have cheese squares. But I borrowed so much of Derek's food though. Derek's a cool dude. I just don't want to piss him off. Derek, you know what's funny? I've never seen Derek upset. I mean, I've seen him feeling down and shit, but I've never seen him actually upset. Oh my god.
The drone is up.
So I noticed something.
Enemy activity nearby. 2
These
Sicarios.
streams go
Next to
quicker
the
depending on what I'm talking about.
I see a second target.
Like, I've actually
One
noticed
narco,
it.
right by the container.
If we're talking about positive things or, you know, just being chill, not talking about my enemies, for example, we get a lot more done and these streams go by a lot quicker. If we talk about my haters or if we engage with certain topics, then these streams seem to take a lot longer. That is a pattern I have noticed
All clear.
quite
all
a bit.
Clear.
What would be easier, actually?
Hey, that bird on patrol. Watch out.
I find that interesting. They won't see me. They're not suspected anymore.
Alright, we're all clear.
I mean, I don't mind if the stream is longer. I don't care if we talk about those things. I just want chill vibes. And I want to get shit done in the game, you know? But I have noticed that, though. That when we talk about those topics, we tend to have longer streams. I guess you could correlate that with drama is a waste of time.
Want to check this spot out for
And maybe
intel?
that's what it does. It adds unnecessary time to the stream. That would be an interesting concept.
Hostiles in the area. Stay frosty.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We're just going to grab this Kingsfire file and go.
I swear my oath as a Sicario to serve El Sueño and the leaders of the Santa Blanca cartel without question. I will act without hesitation or fear. I will kill without mercy or remorse. If captured, I will keep the secrets of the cartel to my dying breath. These are the words you will live by for the rest of your days. Santa Muerte will judge you if you don't.
Yo, we got hostiles. I got a narco over here.
Tell me where.
Right by that stack of tires.
We're here not sure where he was at. All right, so we have 3, 4, 8, and 1. Missing 1. Oh, got an accessory case down below, and we got this here. And then, of course, we got that mission. So what we'll do is we'll fast travel here. And then what we'll do is we'll take a helicopter down south to get that last weapon piece. I didn't see how many Kingsler stuff we needed. Let's go slice off a circular ring here. Ooh, yes. And then what we'll do is we will... It's so delicious. And then we'll go up to that last mission. There are 3 Kingsler files that we do not have here. It's got to be over there somewhere. It's like doing a scavenger hunt, except you're looking for Kingsler files. Oh wait, it's only in this region. Okay, so. I'm trying to see if there's any locations we haven't found yet or something. Because that's usually where they are. Is every location has a question mark when you unlock the location or you find it. You have to discover it pretty much, right? And at that point, they show you where they're at. So they must all be over here, but there must be like 2 here and 1 here maybe, or vice versa. Alright. Luckily, it's a helicopter right next to what we need.
Eyes on 2 Sicarios. Over by that stack of tires. Okay, we're still good.
Just spotted one with submachine guns. I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Okay, we're still alright.
Anything else here? Okay, I guess we'll fly here because I'll open up both
Hell,
locations.
sounds like they found a body.
That's tough shit.
I got it.
I find dead bodies all the time. They'll get over it. It's gotta be over here somewhere. There's one. So from the looks of it, looks like it's down below.
This will go nice with my boots.
Wait, so where the fuck is the other ones then? Okay, it's gotta be missions that let you know more about the guy. But my question is, can we get this one? This one I think is locked to the Oracle missions. Yeah, this is Oracle. We're not doing that. Oracle sucks. And I repeat, Oracle sucks. Actually, you know what? I gotta take that back. I don't know if Oracle sucks because I don't know if Oracle is John Bernthal from The Walking Dead and the Punisher movies, because Ghost Recon Breakpoint, right? Or if Sam Fisher is part of that. Sam Fisher's mission is what sucks. It's Sam Fisher's mission that sucks. Oracle, I don't know. Okay. Looks like the rest of this is mission stuff. Let's go knock out. You know, one of the Kingstar files is the summary on Carl Buchar, because that's the name they said, right? It's gotta be his name. Look. Phlegm is the worst.
Care package claimed. I'll drop the rebels the coordinates so they can grab it.
Next time, ask if they can have it dropped a bit closer to the nearest cantina.
I don't really think they'll know the difference.
I'm on. Let's go.
I don't think they control where it lands. Alright. Got this
We've
mission.
picked up chatter that the cartel's looking for a deserter up in the hills. Find this guy and bring him in. He could tell us a lot about the cartel's training program.
I thought I saw a question mark. I thought I saw a Riddler trophy, guys. Get it? Guess the question mark. Carl Burkhart poses at shooting range with his new friend Almiro, head of security for the cartel. Tupac Katari. Ah, that is not right. Let's see. Laguna Colorada, or Red Lagoon, is a shallow salt lake of some 60 square kilometers. It is located in southwestern Bolivia in the Lapiz area. Its peculiar color comes from a mix of red sediments and algae with white crystals of borax. The lagoon is an important mating site for pink flamingos. Local people traditionally come here to hunt them using bolas, a very efficient kind of throwing weapon made of stones on the ends of interconnected cords that entangle the long legs of the flamingos. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Okay. I wonder if that's actually true. Okay. Last mission. But then we have the boss fight.
Got eyes on the cartel search party.
What's the plan, boss?
We find the leader and grab him. I want to find out what he knows about the deserter.
Roger that. Enemy activity nearby.
I'm well aware.
I'm getting in position.
Let me find a good position. Shit, I gotta find a good position.
Target acquired. Standing by.
Roger, target acquired. Call the shot. Opening fire on the turn.
He made us.
Looks like
Get
we riled
out.
them up.
Throwing a flashbang.
Their LT's escaping.
Easy. Get off of me!
Fuck, we're made.
Talk to me, pinche pendejo. Who's this deserter you're looking for?
Some little pocos huevos maricón de mierda who ran off from the training camp. Boss says we get to make an example out of him so the others don't get the same idea. We're gonna drag him back and let the other recruits take turns on him with a machete.
Where's this little chicken shit now?
We don't know for sure yet, but we're getting close. One of the other search parties thinks they found his trail.
Where's this other search party? Tell me and maybe I'll let you go.
Okay, chinga.
We're closing in on the deserter.
He didn't tell me
Sweep
shit.
the area where he was spotted and see if we can find him.
He didn't tell me shit. He literally did not tell me shit. He said, I'll tell you, and then we hit him in the head with a brick. Like, how is that telling me anything? What am I going to do with that information? Honestly.
Got another tango. I got a third. I've got eyes on the package. Go, go, go.
Throwing a flashbang.
Quítate, pendejo! Back the fuck off! You hear me? I'll kill you! I swear I will!
Coopere todo saldrá bien. Shut up. From here on out, I talk, you listen. Not if you understand. Now move. Ready? Fire, fire, fire. Call Pacatory for some reinforcement.
Taking a shot. We wrap.
Perfect. This could not have gone better. You get in. This could not have
target
gone
frozen.
better.
Clear on this side.
Hurry up, guys. I don't even know I'm waiting for you. At this point, you guys could have walked there. They need the scenery. Fresh air.
They're on alert.
Oh my god.
Helo's destroyed. We're cool, we're cool. Somebody heard that one. Ah, shit, we've been spotted.
Come on, Emilio. There's someone I want you to meet.
No, let me go.
I would let you go, but at this point we're trying to be more... We're trying to have a more diverse cast, so we gotta add him to our list. I know he's cartel, but like, everyone can change if they try hard enough, right? That's optimism.
You want to get away from the cartel, Emilio? I can make that happen. But I need something from you. What can you tell me about the man running the camp?
Carajo, I don't know. He's a gringo. Big man. Guys like stones, you know? Es malo. Even the guards are scared of him.
He got a name?
One of the instructors, they call him Bookhart.
Carl Bookhart?
You know who he's talking about?
There was a Sergeant Bookhart with the Rangers when I was in the sandbox back in '03. We worked together a couple of times.
Shit. Get back to your team. I'll check in with Langley and see what I can find out about Bookhart.
Oh boy. It's like it's an old friend, too. This is gonna be bad.
Emilio gave us a name. Carl Bookhart.
Dude's an American?
If he's the guy I'm thinking of, he used to be an Army Ranger. We even served together for a while.
A ranger? No fucking way.
Bowman's getting confirmation now. She'll get back to us when she knows for sure.
Let's see. No confirmation yet. Hey guys, I'm back. You have my full attention now. We are back. 100%, bro.
Got some background for you on Carl Bookhart. Looks like you were right. His 214 has him in Iraq with 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment back in '03, discharged in '06, and then he drops off the radar.
I'm getting the notion he's kept in shape.
Our deserter tells me he's at a cartel base located inside the abandoned Choza Padre silver mine.
Of course.
Find Bookhart, take him out. Killing him will disrupt the cartel's training program for months.
Copy that. We'll get it done.
I think killing him would actually end it entirely, because like without Carl Bookhart...
We've got a positive ID on the cartel senior instructor, a former Army Ranger named Carl Bookhart.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Get ready. Odds left, evens right. Focus on your goddamn sectors this time.
Carl Bookhart, former sergeant, 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, natural-born killer.
Show me what you got, cocksuckers. Make me hard. Go, go, go!
Carl was in and out of juvie from around age 15. Records are sealed, but the pattern is what you'd expect. At 18, a judge gave him the choice of joining the Army or doing jail time. Bookhart thrived in the Army. After graduating from Ranger School, he deployed to Iraq with 3rd Battalion in 2003. He finally found his place and was looking to make the Army his career. And then in '05, his patrol hit an IED in downtown Ramadi. Bookhart didn't take to civilian life. Couldn't keep a job for more than a couple weeks, and started having run-ins with the cops again. Started telling anyone who'd listen about how the Army fucked him over. Eventually, he started spending time over the border in Juarez. God knows what Bookhart was looking for down there, but eventually he crossed paths with El Muro, head of Santa Blanca security. They share some beers, maybe some blow. Bookhart gets to talking about his army days, and Muro is impressed. He knows the real thing when he sees it. He asks Bookhart to come to Bolivia to train the cartel's army in the Montuyoc province. El Muro wants them to be the best force of its kind in all of South America. And Bookhart is just the kind of man he's looking for. The kind of man who can run combat drills, show a bunch of morons how to field strip a G-36 in 2 minutes flat. The kind of man who can turn narcos into elite soldiers.
Oh boy. So we're dealing with a special kind of piece of shit. We have one last Kingstar file and then we're done. And the security destabilization has been done to 101%. So we definitely fucked over El Sueño now. Alright, let's go.
Hey, sniper on the roof. Spotting another tango.
Let's do this. Let's do this quietly. They'll never know we're here.
Shit, we got company.
Oh no.
Tango number 3.
Dick shot.
I got a third target.
Roger, let me get in position. I need a better position.
3,
Roger that. Target marked. Target marked.
2, 1.
Got him.
Let's go. Move in.
We're closing in on Bookhart's last known location.
We really gonna do this, boss? Kill one of our own?
Bookhart stopped being our brother the day he went to work for the cartel. You see him, you take him out. No hesitation. Just spotted one with submachine guns.
Roger that. Moving.
You know what to do,
And
Mita.
a target carrying submachine guns.
Target acquired.
Cap him in the face.
That tango's
Damn.
down.
Right in the face, too. Holy shit.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
Let's move in.
Jesus, it smells like a slaughterhouse in here.
The hell kind of training is Bookhart doing? The first thing a Sicario recruit learns is what it's like to kill a human being. They bring in prisoners and make the recruits take turns on them with hammers and machetes. Sometimes it's men, sometimes women, sometimes it's little kids. And the recruits know that if they hesitate, they're next.
Just spotted one with submachine guns.
Down. You're giving yourself away.
Don't you just feel like the boogeyman doing this?
There's another one. That's 10.
Right here, right here.
Narco with a damn minigun.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
I found their amigo. Damn.
Back into the dark. Leave a couple traps.
They're coming right at us. Any ideas, boss?
Not yet. They're walking right to the mines. Alright, you know what that means. Let's call in the rebels.
Call to the rebels for some reinforcements.
Feel free to open fire.
Copy.
Let's show them what it means to be the fucking boogeyman.
I'm shooting these fuckers. He's down.
Jesus. She's just fucking murdering them all. That was just her, by the way. That was all her. Holy shit. If Isabel is Winter and Winter is Weaver, holy shit, she just clapped their cheeks. God fucking Christ. Yeah, I know shit, Weaver, I can tell. Proud of her. She's making me proud as a member of the Special Forces. It's all Weaver at this point.
Assholes are coming.
Man down, man down.
Fuck. She almost had him too.
Throwing a flashbang.
Got you.
Oh, fuck!
Well, we already
How
fought
about you don't
4.
let me
What
get
Winter can
shot
do.
next time?
Winter was terrifying in Fallout 4. Oh, 100%.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
Wilco.
Gotta figure out exactly how we get down to the base area. Oh no, this is the end. This is the way to the exit point. You get turned around so easily down here.
Got another tango.
Let him come up. Just let him come up. He's coming up. Any moment now. Looks like they're all coming out.
Stay there.
Wilco.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
This ought to be good. Okay, 3, 2. We're good. Might as well grab another mine here.
Clear. How you guys holding up?
Alright. Let's go down. Pay Mr. Bookhart a visit. He wants to hide in his fucking little castle. Of course, there's more.
Heads up, we got a turret. Everybody hold up. We got hostiles in the area.
Let's teach him what it means to survive a fucking grenade, shall we?
Got eyes on Bookhart. Target marked. We got him. Bookhart's dead.
Hell of a way for a ranger to die.
Bookhart chose this. Don't forget that. We did what we had to do.
Just
Good
launch a
work in
grenade
Montuyoc.
at his
Losing
face.
Bookhart's gonna have a major impact on the cartel's training
God
program.
damn.
Santa Blanca's best troops are going to be stretched thin to try and cover for the loss. It'll compromise their security and get us one step closer to El Muro.
Damn right. The cartel's been calling the shots in Bolivia for years. Now, finally, we're starting to push back. Keep at it.
El Muro was outmanned and outgunned, and he knew it. What do you do when you don't have an army and you need one? You think. But El Muro forgot. Fear is always worth more than money.
All right. So now we only have boss missions left. All right, I'm gonna go take a quick pee, and then I think we're gonna end it here. Actually, we'll just do all the missions on the next one, because right now, from what I understand, they're not gonna call us to do with El Muro till after we deal with La Plaga. So next video, what the plan is, actually, I'm just gonna end it here. I'm not gonna make you wait till I'm done peeing to end it. Next video, we're gonna do Inca Camina. We're going to do all of the Media Luna collectibles. And then we're also going to do El Cardinal, El Cardinal, La Gringa, La Plaga. And then when these unlock, we'll do El Yayo and El Muro. And then we'll do El Sueño. All in one video next. I'll see you guys in the next one. About 5-10 minutes at most. See you in the next one, guys. Peace out. Adios.